All right. Let's still standing. Let me. There we go. So let me do. Oop. Move some of these people out and about here. Okay. So let's see here. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the stream, where we are gathering together to play D&D. Make sure I got this open here. And let me get some music going. So I can kind of drown out the fact that I am running the dishwasher. Oh. So play. And here we go. All right. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Let me clear the board here. Actually, is it right there? Boop. Okay. So boom. Boom. That person's not there. That person's not there. That person's right there. Okay. So do. Hello, hello. I see you in stream. I see you. Let me go over here. Okay, that's not what I was trying to do. Hang on. Do. Boop. Alright, so what I'm going to do is move the party ribbon there. Here we go. Alright.
Whoa!
Hello!
How's it going?
It's alright. It's been a mighty fine Christmas.
That's good to hear.
Mighty fine, mighty fine. And actually move the token a little bit closer to the Gond gate right there. Alright. Let's see. I know that Chione will not be joining us. She is ill. She has a bout of the spell plague. Will Fate be joining us today?
Yeah, she's going to be a few more minutes, but yeah, she'll be joining us.
Oakley dokley. In the meantime, I will regale after taking a sip from my Stanley. I mean my tankard.
Excellent.
This thing is perfect for grasping an armor. Because I'm just sitting here fully armored in a bathrobe. Yes.
Oh yes, quite.
Excellent.
Yes.
Just like a certain simulacrum that we know.
Yes. Absolutely a certain simulacrum that likes to read tales by a log fire. and talk very smooth.
And I raise.
And I raise, yes, a little bit. All right, so where we left off last session, it was an interesting one. It was pure combat as the party encountered the fog of war. Draven had made himself known, Oleg had made himself known, and his contingent of flaming fists also made themselves known. And unbeknownst to the rest of the party, there was somebody watching from the rooftop assigned to keep an eye out for Phineas Truewind. But not as a means to do away with him, but a means to help and aid him. Combat ensued, fog was cast, and maces flew, but maces hit true mostly against, well, other people holding maces, for the most part. As the fake flaming fists managed to thwack each other over the noggin, some more than once. Many were, there was a few that were defeated due to the fog, but of course after the fog was lifted, the battle continued, chaos ensued, but eventually the street was cleared, mostly to people deciding to take a nap in the middle of the street. There were some flaming fists.
I don't know about you, but that's where I like to nap.
There were some flaming fists, fake flaming fists, that were felled by other means, but for the most part, it was a little bit split. Like there were some that were spared, and the rest were not. No, the rest were not. Oleg took a nap. The Drow took a dirt nap, and what happened amidst this rainstorm, amidst this fog of war?
The Drow took an ash nap, actually.
Yes. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust, as the Drow is no more. So, on the other side of the gate, after a signal flare had been fired out of everyone's sight, and after a certain halfling that had been watching over the group, and more particularly one attorney in general, had joined the group in a most interesting of ways, firing off a flare and then trying to jump from one rooftop to the other and just boom, falling straight on the ground. It's like, oh, hi, how you doing? One way to say hi to everybody, just fall right into the midst of combat. Then at the end of it all, at the end of the chaos, on the other side of the gate was waiting one of the recipients of this flare, who had fired off his own from where he was at the opposite gate that the party had tried to go through earlier, the Manor Gate. Come to find out there's a riot going on the other side of there, and which was abruptly being put down by none other than the High Marshal himself and his company of incinerators. So he led part of that contingent over towards the Gone Gate, where this other flare had been fired, sent his incinerators in. He didn't discriminate. Everybody got irons. Everybody got irons put on them, but mostly the people that weren't in Flaming Fist attire. Which is where we're at right now.
The coolest guy I knew arrested me.
Yes. So the party is actually split to a degree right now. Reyna, you are taken in by your boss, who walks up, or basically runs up to the scene of this battle after it's done, after it's said and done, has an argument with the High Marshal as he tries to have his incinerators put you in irons, and immediately you are given reprieve as they unlock the chains that were very abruptly put on you. Again, there's no discrimination. Sleeping Oleg, even like the rest of you, were all put in chains, with the exception of Alexander Tomes, who was still unconscious in the back of the wagon after all this combat, and of course, a screaming Phineas. But as the rest of the party is being restrained and brought aside, Reyna, you're pulled aside by the High Harper herself, legendary hero of Baldur's Gate, Jahira. As
Hi, yes?
it's where she leans down to you and says, "So, it's good to see that at least one good thing has come out of this day. No matter how crazy this is."
I appreciate that. I point over at the person that had been masked and said, someone is either, I already forgot his name.
Draven?
Either that guy, yeah, Draven. Either Draven is actually a female or we have an imposter over there.
And as you two are talking right now, of course, in the background, the rest of the party is being brought aboard this armored wagon, and which is marked, of course, with emblems of the flaming fist on each side. Aldian, you happen to have a restraint, almost like Hannibal Lecter, almost like a cup, like iron cup-like device, in order to cover your snout and to prevent you from breathing fire on anybody. This is melee.
I'm so upset about this.
Melee means a protection, so if you were to use your breath weapon right now, you'd blow back flames into your face.
That is super mean.
I mean, like, it's a way to prevent not so friendly fire from reaching everybody else.
Because I'm clearly a danger to other people.
Well, I mean, you did.
I know, if they're gonna muzzle anyone, it should be Caldez.
Well, I mean, he stumbles upon the scene. He sees a whole bunch of dead and what were presumed to be dead flaming fists on the ground, and you guys are standing with weapons at the ready. So immediately he assumes hostilities. The man just put down a riot, and he is, you could clearly see by his expression, he is angry, he is livid, and he's going to exact whatever justice he thinks is necessary in this case. So you lot are escorted, brought aboard this armored wagon as you're loaded in. Reyna, as you're
being arrested, can I say something?
that you can, as you're also having your weapons and any means of casting stripped away from you.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Basically, as I'm getting arrested, I kind of want to explain and use my Watcher's Eye, which is perk, which basically it gives me the ability that's kind of be more welcome and but here, let me just, there you go. More welcome with guard area stuff. So I'd like to explain my station and where I'm from and how this is all a misunderstanding.
Wouldn't that be a spell? Wouldn't we be limited, though?
No, that's like his background.
It's his background.
Oh.
So let's see. Just as easily pick out dens of criminal activity in a community, although you're more likely to be welcome in the former locations rather than the latter. So, law outposts. So, would you have any means of proving that you're with the watch? Basically the guards, the watch of Candlekeep.
I would assume I would have whatever in this world they would have. I would keep it.
So, yeah, as they're looking through your pack, they'd be able to find that Caldez, but what they'd also find is the mask that you snatched off of Draven Dreadwuulfe.
Okay, and
immediately one of the incinerators makes that known to the High Marshal. He looks at it, and he looks over at the body that they're picking up off the ground. Not dead, but unconscious. And as they walk the body by, Gavitas, I'll need you to make a perception check.
Oh, no.
Can I explain that the mask is from the lady and that I took it just in case it was giving her powers?
Yeah, the High Marshal, let me see if the High Marshal actually believed this. Let me go to his character sheet. He's going to roll
that's all true. That's not deception.
He's going to roll, no, he's just going to roll insight. Let's see here. With the 20.
Dirty 20.
So what's up?
As I'm debriefing my boss, I am explaining that y'all were, that this party was trying to protect Phineas. And I am explaining to her all the stuff that happened.
She would then look down at you and say, "We're going to have to wait for cooler heads to prevail. Let the High Marshal bring them back to Wormrock Keep. We'll have a discussion with him there.
Sounds fair.
The man just fended for his life. As she points to him, it appears that the High Marshal actually has like a couple of, didn't notice it immediately, but on his back, a couple pieces of armor missing, indicating that somebody had attacked him. Like part of his plate's gone. And he has bandages with a little bit, a nice big splotch of red right there. Apparently he'd been stabbed in the back. So let me pull up the High Marshal right here.
Callista, I'm going to be playing Callista. She's going to, does she notice this?
Hang on a second. So with an 18, he's able to... You know what? I'm gonna say he's gonna roll with disadvantage. He's running on adrenaline right now. He's exhausted. This whole day has taken a toll on him. So with that 3, he's unable to read your statement as anything but potentially false.
Bruh.
Hey, wouldn't we have some sort of letter or something in our packs from that character who's definitely not R. Lee Emery, and that would signify that we are, in fact, not evil people, and we've done deeds for the city.
You mean R. Lee Emery? You mean Master Sergeant Gunther?
Yeah, Master Sergeant Gunther. That's who I was thinking of.
So I mean, you would have the receipt in your packs, but then again, the incinerators took your packs off of you. They're throwing it into the storage area of this armored wagon, and right now you're just being treated like common criminals up until the High Marshal decides differently, or until the adrenaline's worn off.
Lisa's going to ask the High Marshal that if he's okay and if he needs any healing, and then she's going to point out that she said, "I'm a healer. I healed," and she's going to point out to each one of the people who have been hurt. She said, "I've healed others that have even attacked us."
Roll a persuasion check with disadvantage.
If possible, I would also like to warn them about the weird storm that's happening. I want to let them know that that's not like a natural storm.
Immediately, the High Marshal would then turn to you and say, "You don't think I noticed that? That messed with our sending stones. We're unable to communicate with High Command over at the... What am I talking to you for? Bloody bunch of criminals. Throw them all in the paddy wagon."
Hey, we're not criminals. I made you a weapon earlier. Do you not recognize me?
And he says, "Yes, I do. And obviously you were trying to blend in with everyone else in order to try to get underneath our radar."
We just... No. You don't understand. These Flaming Fist imposters just tried to murder Phineas, and we had to stop them. We were defending ourselves.
We'll get everything...
And other citizens of this city.
We'll get everything sorted out. Eventually.
Lisa's going to say to the party, saying, "It's no use. Just do as he says. Just go along. Wait till we can actually have a time to explain ourselves."
So, as you guys are loaded into this wagon, it would take you somewhat of a longer time in order to get from point A to point B due to the rain, due to the factor that as you guys are being brought through the streets, I'll need you to each roll a perception check for everybody that's loaded aboard the wagon. Because there's some barred windows on either side.
That's weird. It's like whenever I roll for Callista, it always rolls public. I mean, it always asks me if I want to roll it public or private.
Yeah.
When for me on my, I can just click it and it just automatically does it public.
That's interesting. I never had that happen when I was piloting you.
Yeah,
so I wonder if that was accidentally something that Crimson might have done, but just roll in public.
Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to do with Callista, but I don't know why it gives me the option. I'd rather it not give her the option.
That should be in her character settings under a character sheet, like all the way to the far option.
I mean, it does say Callista underneath the perception.
Then again, if I changed my
Which is
name,
weird because it does never do that when I roll for someone else, someone else's character sheet.
If I changed my name, I could just do that in chat right there, like instantly, that's me posting. So if I were to change my name right there, be like an acolyte yelling poop.
Who's this acolyte guy
I don't
trolling
know.
our chat?
I don't know. So you guys are loaded aboard this wagon here. So Gavita.
Oh, that's why party member wasn't selected. So let me select that and see if that works.
So that'd be Gavitas. That'd be Aldian. That would be Fate.
Nope. Did not.
Let's see. I would say, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Reyna. It was basically DC was a 10. It wasn't very high. And Reyna, you're actually outside of the wagon, so you'd actually be traveling alongside the High Harper on horseback as she summons forth her steed.
Okay.
You'll be joining alongside her. But as for the rest of you inside this wagon, as you travel from one end of the gate to the other, all the way to Wormrock Fortress, the travel would actually, because of the rain and because of what you could see are ash piles of what appears to be burned structures all around you. Not buildings, but just carts and stalls. And it appears that the riot wasn't only happening at the manor gate, but in other parts of the city that you're going through as well. So not just riot, but riots. And this storm has proved to be the perfect storm for whoever generated it, because there is damage all over the place. There seem to be wounded that are being tended to in the streets by various members of the Flaming Fist and the Incinerator Corps, as you can't tell who's on what side, who's done what, but all you know is that it looks like destruction has been wrought all across the city. It wasn't just in front of the manor gate, but this was a coordinated effort. So reaching Worm's Crossing, specifically Worm's Rock, would take you 3 hours. So if you wanted to take a short rest, you could.
Kalista and because we're both elves, we'll go ahead and do that. So it's a long rest for us.
How many hours was it?
3.
I think elves need 4 hours for a long rest. It's half.
Yes, but that's why we're gonna take a long rest, because that's a short rest is 4 hours.
Well, as the travel's
you're
3
gonna
hours.
Spend extra time?
No. I'm correct, Crimson? My long rest is able to be it's able to be a short rest, right?
So hang on.
So a short rest is 1 hour. A
Yes.
long rest is 8.
Mhm.
Elves can do a long rest in half the time of a normal person. So you need 4 hours for a long rest.
And the trip
But
is
everyone
only
could
3.
have a short rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think technically, I don't know if you can do multiple short rests in a row. But I mean, you just have the hit dice, and you would just spend whatever hit dice you want.
Okay, so what do I roll to see how many spells I get back?
So that would be,
you don't get spells back on a short rest.
That would be a long rest.
You only get spells back on a long rest.
Short rest restores health points for the most part, or if you're a monk, you could restore key points.
I was gonna ask, because I'm an elf as well, but I don't see where it says that.
I think it's part of Fey ancestry.
That just said advantage on saving throws against being charmed, and magic can't put you to sleep.
I'll find it for you.
Oh, trance, I bet. That sounds right.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
they don't
yeah,
technically
that's it.
sleep.
It's in my conscious for
trance,
4
and
hours.
it's for 4
I didn't
hours.
need to have
Yep.
that nightmare about Pop-Pop. Oh no. Why
I'm
did
gonna
I
take
do
a short
that?
rest to get my health back. Even though I've only lost 3 HP.
Neither of us lost any, apparently. Well, Kalista actually did, but she healed herself. So we're both full, so the rest didn't really matter.
I drank a juicy potion.
Yep.
Your juicy juice. You drank your juicy juice.
Yeah, I did. I had my sippy cup. Juicy juice, 100% real juice.
Yep.
I was coming in with my healing spells.
So as you guys are are traveling
The
back,
hurting spells were way more helpful.
you're brought back to
This.
Worm's Crossing. As for you, Reyna, Jaheira is speaking to you as you're traveling along, following not too close behind the wagon, the armored wagon that the rest of the party is in, but you could still see it a good distance away. And she tells you that as you were assigned to guard the defense attorney, one of your colleagues, a man that actually helped you when you entered into the Harpers, by the name, and a man that the party has encountered by the name of Garth Dangil, was assigned to guard the prosecution.
Okay.
Garth Dangil and his pet pseudo-dragon Yaragaran. They were the people, actually, that attempted to fire the flare where the prosecution was at another gate across the city. So, Jaheira would mention to you that through word of fellow Harpers and whatnot, you have a couple people that are druids within your organization. One of them was able to wild shape to move from one location to another, quickly responding to the scene where they were attacked. So, they didn't go to the Gond Gate. The prosecution went to Baldur's Gate right here. Like one of the main gates in the upper city, between the upper city and the lower city. And they were attacked.
Okay.
She mentions to you that Draven Dreadwuulfe supposedly attacked the prosecutor's caravan. And from what some of the civilian, or at least one of the civilian witnesses spoke of, is that somehow, some way, which this is odd because Draven's not known for being this type of person, was somehow able to cast smite upon their blade and almost cleave Garth Dangil in two.
Oh wow.
Yes, the attacker managed, but so Garth was actually trying to jump in the way in between the prosecutor's legal aide, Thessala von Reinhardt, to make sure, because she would have been cleaved right in two. She didn't have any armor on. He had some armor on underneath his clothing, his regular clothing, but he lost his whole left arm in the attack, whereas she was only struck in the shoulder. But the attack was almost lethal to him, and this Draven Dreadwuulfe character, or lookalike, managed to kidnap the prosecutor in the process.
Oh, dang.
So he's gone, and also kill one of the key witnesses that was apparently traveling with the prosecutor. So a key witness is dead.
Oh, that's not good.
The prosecutor is missing. One of their elite agents within Baldur's Gate, Garth Dangil, is disabled for the time being. He is still unconscious and fighting for his life. And the prosecutor's aide is also unconscious at this time, as they're being brought over to Harborside Hospital for medical attention.
Oof.
So the man that trained you to be a Harper, and basically to understand what it means to be a Harper, is down and out of action. And the prosecution's missing. Phineas was attacked. Riots all over the city. Jaheira would then say, "This appears to be a coordinated effort. By who? I don't know. But it feels like we're chasing shadows all throughout the city. Where we take one step, the shadows leap forward."
Do I have any contacts that might have any type of clue? Anything that would be able to help with this at all?
As it currently stands, actually, I'll need you to actually roll a history check. Say the DC is a. Okay, yeah, that's no. You don't recall. There was a conversation that you had, and you try to recall it, but the rain and everything and the chaos, and it's all very tiring. You don't remember.
Oh, sure. She doesn't get the fly treatment. I see how it is.
Oh, it's raining. It's raining.
That wasn't a one. That wasn't a one.
Explain to me how that fly has shown up in every situation, but a little rain stops it.
You know what? 1 to 2, fly. 3 to 4, no fly. If we're gonna be that way,
All right, I like it.
Oh, we're gonna be that way, yeah.
fly.
Let's go.
So as she's trying to think about this, suddenly a fly goes right into your ear. Goes right into your right ear.
Let's go.
You're just like,
One of us.
So yes, it is a common trope in this campaign. This fly just appeared out of nowhere, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna keep this going. I'm just gonna keep this going with this fly here.
This is some
I
druid
legitimately
boss
have
that we're gonna
goosebumps.
face
That is
later.
so
I promise
creepy.
you. Yeah,
Yeah,
this is
it's
some
a
druid boss
popular
that we're gonna have to
player
face
theory.
later.
Yeah, that's actually the big bad evil guy.
Yeah.
So yeah, the fly,
Here the whole time.
all of a sudden it goes, whoop, and you're just like, ah! You just like smack your ear, and as you do, the fly just flies right out of your ear and just goes off, gets smacked. But actually, you know what? I'm gonna make the fly roll a dexterity saving throw. Hang on.
Oh my gosh! What
Are we
type of
gonna
dexterity
damn
does a
you
fly
Yeah,
have?
finally?
He can save.
Right? Like,
All right, so
Actually, flies are pretty dexterous.
so he's able
they're
I
to.
don't know. I've
This
never
thing,
seen a fly play piano.
this thing is able to fly around, able to fly a little bit around some of the drops of rain. It doesn't fail its dexterity check as it goes flying off right underneath this awning off to the side. But yeah, you don't recall. There was a conversation that you might have had, but you don't. It's a little fuzzy. It's a little fuzzy right now. Everything's a little frazzled with the adrenaline still running and whatnot.
So we've all been thrown in the wagon.
Yes, with the exception of Reyna, who's with Chihira on horseback right now, following you guys to Worms Rock Fortress.
So
I don't remember.
even though it's not going to be a long rest, Vetus is just passing out from the exertion.
Before you did that, I meant to address it earlier with that dirty 20 you rolled earlier. As you see the stretcher being brought by and mechanical limbs exposed, of course, still in this assassin's-like uniform, you see the scarred face of your beloved being escorted right past you. Her hair cut short into a military-like style, so think of like G.I. Jane kind of style.
Yeah.
And what appears to be like cuts, like stitches all over her face.
So I didn't recognize her as my cousin.
we haven't established that yet. We haven't established that. Just because she's an elf, just because she's part elf, does... Oh my gosh.
Classic racist Caldas.
Oh, Caldas.
He's even racist towards the elves.
Caldas.
Yeah. It's kind of like
you said
Willie
that
from
she was my
Mass
cousin.
Effect,
What do you mean?
where he hates everybody.
He never.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I already knew he was racist against elves.
Hey,
I am
Marnius,
one.
welcome to the stream.
I think I know what you're talking about, Kellis. I
Hello,
think that was an
hello.
aside joke like 4 sessions ago or something. When
Oh,
we
I
did
thought that was
first in
like
the background.
Oh, okay.
I'm
that
doing
makes
pretty
more
well,
sense.
Marnius. How are you doing? I'm
Because he didn't actually even think about it. It just so happens that both of you are from the same city.
Yeah, and same with Callista.
And I was like, oh, does that mean, am I about to get married into Caldez's family? And he was like, maybe.
whoa, hang on. Whoa.
Dude, you hope not. What do you think I hope?
Woo. Okay, so is this working? Okay, this is working now. I don't know what was going on. That just glitched out. I don't know what the heck happened with my screen.
Yeah, I saw you vanish and then reappear.
That was kind of weird. Like it was doing like graphically like something weird on here. I don't even know what it was doing, but it's working now. So yeah, you guys are brought to Wormrock Fortress, and you guys are actually brought into a familiar place as the High Marshal is dragging you down into the depths of the prison. Loading.
Before we do that, let me do the reaction of what we had talked about before.
Okay.
But when Vetus sees Serena,
Yep.
I assume Vetus is being like led physically.
Yes.
He's going to his whole body is going to freeze up, even though he is being led. would the person try to like drag him along? Like he freezes like a deer in the headlights.
Yeah, these incinerators, they don't mess around. He's going to like if you don't move, he's going to pick you up by one point on your back and another point on and like exposed cloth on your back and try and hoist you into there.
Yeah, nothing exists in this world but what he is seeing right now to Gvidas. So if they're going to hoist him, they're going to hoist him, and he's not even going to notice.
So would that mean that you would also exclude the part of the conversation that Caldas tried to have, mentioning he found a mask on her?
Did he have that with Gvidas in earshot? And I will also...
You were all within earshot, yes.
I feel like he wouldn't have... Gvidas would not have basically assigned that information to what was going on.
Okay.
With him being so out of it, I think at this point probably the cookie's wearing off.
Gotcha.
As well on top of that. And
I tried my best.
yeah, and he's just going to basically stare at Serena in complete disbelief, and he's also he doesn't think it's real. He thinks he is like the toil of the last 7 days, that his mind is just playing tricks on him, because there's no possible way that after all of that Serena's been brought out as some sort of muscle. And then the guards probably just carry him off into the truck, the paddy wagon.
Into the sunset.
The implication of the paddy wagon implies that the Irish are in Baldur's Gate.
Well, I mean, so who's the coolest looking? Hey, Biscuit Baby, welcome to the stream. Who's the coolest looking dice? I don't know. Who has the coolest looking dice?
Me and
I
you
have
the
some
same dice.
liquid glittery dice that
I've-
also have pictures of little kittens in them. They're very cool.
Ooh, very
I
nice.
found my dice, by the way.
Nice.
I have the coolest dice.
Free floating dragon eye in the middle of mine.
I have cubic zirconia dice.
All I got are metal.
Okay,
I
that's
have
cool.
I only use them for very special rules.
Yeah.
And then I have
I
my
have
regular paladin
spherical
dice
dice.
rolls.
Ooh.
I have white and blue steel dice that I roll for paladin stuff in person.
I also have a very large bloodstone dice. And Kitty has a obsidian one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's
You
cool.
also got some new dice for Christmas too.
I did. Kitty for Christmas. Kitty got me what looks to be like a pocket watch. What's the name of the dragon that has the 5 heads? Each one has an
Tiamat.
element. Yes. Okay. So it's got Tiamat on this on the front of this like pocket watch looking device, and when you pop it open, it's a full set of miniature dice.
That is
Yeah, all
awesome.
metal.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's so cool. I love it so much.
Them bots still trying? Yeah, they are.
So you guys are being brought down into the depths of Wormrock Prison, where you are.
I'm too pretty for prison. Get me out of here.
You guys are brought to the torture chamber as High Marshal Gawain is overseeing this, as this Inquisitor-like figure off to the side is standing aside with torture implements at the ready, as Caldas and Gavitas are strapped to the tables right here. Callista, Aldian, and Fate, you are trapped behind a similar field like that of Asterion. So you can see the electrical pulses coming off of the wiring in and of itself, arcanically charged bars in front of you.
Ooh,
Why is-
real fun.
Yeah, well, I was like, wait, why is the wizard not in here with us? That seems what?
Well,
Are
no,
you trying to say you
so-
don't want Caldas to get tortured?
So Caldas, the reason why the High Marshal chose these two is specifically Gavitas appeared to resist arrest, and Caldas was the one who tried to try to talk his way out of this. So the High Marshal, in his current state, has decided to pick on these two first.
Okay. Have fun.
Oh, High Marshal, all you have to do is insult Caldas and he'll take damage. Don't worry about it.
You're complaining about not being chosen for torture? You can
Maybe.
take the spot if you really want.
Fighter
I can, yeah, right? I can take it. Don't worry about it. You, on the other hand, if somebody sneezes on you, you take
Yeah.
jerk damage.
Yeah.
So, okay, yeah. How long does a potion? How much does a potion last that I drank?
The potion. Wait, there's potion of heroism.
That gave him bless.
Yeah.
Potion of heroism. I want to say 1 hour, maybe. Hold on. Let me check.
I don't think it's more than 3. It might not even be an hour.
Let me double check here. All right,
I just wanted
potion.
to see if I had extra HP.
Well,
Potion-
the
The potion of heroism. So it gives you 10 temporary hit points, and it lasts for only an hour. So you guys travel 3 hours, so it's no longer in effect. Yep.
Womp 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 womp.
Uh-oh.
Caldas is sitting there struggling against the chains. You better stand back, Kyle! Ah! He's like, never mind.
Do you know who my parents are?
Do you know who my dad is?
You know who my dad is?
No, this is probably all part of some plan that to get himself arrested and tortured to
Yeah,
escape.
No, because there's no broom closet involved.
Yeah.
Huh?
There's a torture
When we
chamber.
found you
Yes, I
Yeah.
in the
understand,
dungeon.
but- Yes, but that was all a part of the plan.
Yeah, this is part of the plan too, right, Caldas?
Yeah.
No, this was not a part of the plan.
I forgot to mention Master Corporal Flayer Slayer's also in the room.
Oh
Did we pass
no!
Did we pass by Master Sergeant Gunther?
No, he wasn't there today. It appears he might have been on lunch.
Darn it. Those darn Master Sergeants never wanting to do any work.
So as you guys are brought into, let me change the music a little bit to fit the mood of torture. You know, it's just you gotta have something else playing.
Do I need to go get my controller so I can mash?
No,
Resist the torture.
now this
It's
is
a quick time event.
It's a quick time event.
It's like Metal Gear Solid 1. You got Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2. You got to resist the torture.
So as you,
Yeah.
You got to mash.
So as you
If
guys
you mash
are,
too fast, Ocelot kills you because he thinks you're cheating.
oh my gosh.
I don't think I want to save this city anymore, honestly.
So as you are brought into this chamber right here, the High Marshal, as you guys are strapped down, he says, "So, I thought that I'd purged all the horrid elements out of this city. But what do I stumble upon after I see an emergency flare fired by one of our allies? You lot
Obviously,
beating
you
the
haven't done
crap.
all the gross people out of here. You're still here.
Hey, I didn't tell you could talk.
You didn't tell me I couldn't. You're making a terrible mistake. We're all innocent here. We were attacked and we defended ourselves.
Immediately, he
justifiably.
snaps his fingers, and as you try to speak, your voice only echoes inside of the cell as he uses one of the bar's functions, which is to cast silence upon the entirety outside of the cell.
I got him to react first.
So, now then, what I want to know, before we do anything, because after what I saw there in the streets was you beating up my flaming fist, beating up the guardians of this city, the enforcers of the law. I dealt enough with that. I dealt enough of it. Enough with it today.
Okay.
I
Now
was
let me
stabbed
me ask you
in the
this.
back by somebody that I thought was a civilian. Obviously, they seem to be a little bit more well trained than that. And now that person is going to a morgue.
Met him.
Well, I guess we're in the same boat.
So,
Because I was attacked by someone who I thought was a flaming fist.
well, obviously they were flaming fists.
Well, here's my question. Do you recognize their faces? Did you even bother taking their helmets off?
The uniform spoke, if not anything else. Rank and file.
You realize I have a spell in my arsenal that I would be able to alter myself to be able to look like a flaming fist, have the same armor. Doesn't mean that they were.
I think it would be really funny if Caldas did that at that moment, and then he just kind of like unshackles
Oh,
him. He's
no.
like, "Oh, sorry for the mistake."
He doesn't have his focus on.
Yeah.
He doesn't even have his focus
Yeah.
on. None of you guys
No,
have
I can't-
anything
yeah,
you
I
could
can't.
That'd be a
use as a
funny
means of
visual
casting.
gag.
So it's
I
like,
was
It would
just
be a
saying
funny
it would be a
visual
funny
gag.
visual
Yeah, I get it.
it's like as you guys were brought down there, you were stripped of any armor that you had on. You were stripped of any
It's like a naked
emblems.
gun bit.
Yeah.
But he's going to say, "But I am a guard like you. I am with the Candlekeep. I've been here on assignment. And, well, I'm not here on an assignment for the Candlekeep. I kind of got wrapped in all of this. But, I was enlisted, by the help of Gale. If you would like to know where we stand, maybe you should talk to him."
Roll a persuasion check with disadvantage. The DC will be a 12.
Caldez tries to go without talking about Gale challenge. Possible.
Even with mentioning Gale with the 3, it's just like, no. High Marshal immediately snaps his fingers and points towards this man right here has been sharpening his tools, specifically putting a prod in a heated surface.
Coldez is going to ask, so are you planning to torture us without asking us any questions?
No, he's still preparing over here. This guy, he hasn't moved a bit, and he says, "Just a moment, sir. All right, I'll ask you one question. First and foremost, what were you doing there on that street? And before you answer, hang on just a moment. Incinerator," he says as he knocks on this door. He walks over here, knocks on this door right here. And immediately, one of the members of the Incinerator Corps walks into the room. "Yes, sir. Summon a zone of truth." "Aye, sir." Immediately, you see him stretch out his hands over the area as a circle begins to envelop the lot of you. Specifically, the 2 of you.
Perfect.
Hang on a second. That is a drawing. Trying to put a circle.
I love your circle.
Yes. All right, so he's going to cast Zone of Truth over the 2 of you.
Hey, no fair moving them. They should be able to have to answer truthfully too.
So, stepping.
Also, I did put a question in chat.
How does that affect my ritual casting with detect magic? So silence, basically, the last time that you guys visited the prison, you couldn't cast anything like Fate. You even tried to wild shape, or actually no, you tried to cast speak with animals, and it couldn't work. Magic cannot function whatsoever in here. There's an anti-magic field that is preventing you from doing so.
Okay.
Yes. So casting the Zone of Truth with Zone of Truth. Let me see here.
Are we allowed to willfully fail saves?
Let's see. So, Zone of Truth, let me describe it to you. Ad verbatim from the book. You create a magical zone that guards against deception in a 15-foot radius sphere centered on a point of your choice within range. Until the spell ends, a creature that enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there must make a charisma saving throw. On a failed save, a creature can't speak a deliberate lie while in the radius. You know whether each creature succeeds or fails on its saving throw. An affected creature is aware of the spell and can thus avoid answering questions to which it would normally respond with a lie. Such a creature can be evasive in its answers as long as it remains within the boundaries of the truth. Just to give you guys a little perspective, and see, all right. So you guys would each need to make charisma saving throws.
Can I willfully fail?
Yeah?
Okay, then I willfully fail.
All right, so Caldez, it's an 11. And Gavitas. Willfully fails, so that would... Oh, willfully fail. Yeah. So that would be...
Willfully fail mean you're telling the truth or a lie?
Telling the truth. It means
then,
that
then I'll continuously willfully fail, because Calde's only plans to really tell the truth.
If you say so, we'll just say that's a... Whoop. All right.
The moment.
All right, so High Marshal says, question number 1. Let me ask you this. Do you have any association with the cult of the Absolute, with the Church of Shar, or with the cult of Bull?
Do I know? Would the cultists know who any of those are?
Roll a religion check.
Gavitas just says no.
Yeah, with the 19, you would know that the Cult of the Absolute, it represented, like, Redjal. Redjal was a part of that group, part of that organization. You would also know the Church of Shar consists of a group that mainly worships and venerates Shar, the Lady of Loss, Lady of Hopelessness, Shadow. She exists opposing such figures such as Ilmater, such as especially Saloon, other good deities that bring about hope and for another tomorrow, whereas she's all about being emo. Then you have the cult of Baal, which is basically a circle of murderers.
Okay. Well, that makes sense with the name. Basically, Caldes is going to say, as it comes to the Absolute, we killed one of their leaders. When it comes to the others, no.
Question number 2. Do you have any ill will or intent against the city of Baldur's Gate?
No.
I do now.
He looks over to the incinerator. Incinerator, how are they doing thus far? True, sir. High Marshal standing a little bit perplexed. And as he takes this pause out in the hallway over here, Reyna, you're over here with Jaheira as you're making your way into the prison. And
hey, shouldn't the incinerator also be in the zone of truth so that we know that he's telling the truth and not going to lie about us telling the truth?
I mean, interesting concept.
That's funny. I like that.
I'm
I
just
like
saying.
That bit.
I
like
had
that
just
bit.
I had just said to Icy, I was like, they really trust that this guy is who he says he is and is actually casting Zone of Truth because those willful fails. Woof. I don't trust anybody.
out in the hallway here, Jaheira, before you guys came downstairs, Jaheira had used her influence, basically, had used her station in order to make their way up to the top of Wormrock Fortress. You guys had made your way upstairs and had come back downstairs, and you're not alone, as Reyna, you had never met him in person, but you are now face to face with the Archduke himself, Older Ravengard.
I react, and giving him the honor that he is due at his level, his station.
And Older is in the room with a tall, slender elven woman in a dress, and they both seem to be in conversation. And previously, he was holding her hands, and as her hands were in his. And I'll need you to make a perception check.
Gross, PDA.
So with the 14, you would notice the ring.
True.
You would notice something that none of the other party members noticed while in the courtroom. The woman that was right next to him, that everybody had assumed was Counselor Floric, and as he has a band on his own hand, appears to be more than a counselor. Previous information had changed. And as the two of you enter into the chamber, Jaheira would look at the two and said, "So, how was the wedding?" And older Ravengard looks at the two of you entering in, uninvited. He goes, "Oh, well, it is a pleasure to see you again, Jaheira. And who is this friend of yours?" Jahira, she looks down at you and just motions for you to to speak up at his request.
I am Rena Underbrow. What do I say? Your Majesty? Your Honor? Your Honor.
Your honor will
Whatever.
Your honor will suffice. Thank you. As he says, as he slightly bows towards you, with a friendly smile on his face. And he said, "So, Jahira, why are you? First and foremost, the wedding was wonderful. Second of all, why are you here? What is the problem?" "The problem is this. There are shadows moving about the city, some of which have led to destruction amidst the city. Do you not know I was debriefed earlier by one of the incinerators sent by the High Marshal? He's supposedly interrogating some people that were involved. Reyna, were the people that were brought aboard the armored wagon, were they involved in this attack on Phineas, the defense attorney?"
They were defending Phineas.
Defending?
It was people dressed as the
Flaming Fist.
Flaming Fist, thank you. People who were dressed as the Flaming Fist who were actually doing the attacking, as well as someone who looked like. Why am I so bad with names today?
Draven.
Actually, I'm bad with names all the time.
Draven Dreadwuulfe.
Draven Dreadwuulfe attacked as well, but that turned out to be an elven woman.
If only somebody tried to tell him that.
Immediately, Jahira adds onto your part of the conversation. Everything that my people, my information network, has put together on Draven Dreadwuulfe is that he is indeed a male. That could be attested to due to some people that he's visited, some ladies of the night in Waterdeep that have testified to this. So...
Then this was someone made to look like him then.
You see Older Ravengard in contemplation. He says, "It appears so. One of the
What
deadliest..."
type of hair color did she have, may I ask?
It's like a dark brown.
Dark brown.
Yep.
Okay. So would she be half moon elf like a lot of them elves in Everska, or is she?
Yes.
Would she still be?
Caldes!
Caldes,
Well,
you're
he's
on a
going-
table in another room.
Okay. I didn't know. Thought we were in the same room.
The moon
No.
elf phenotype, Caldes says.
Anywho,
Yep.
back to
I was waiting for that.
the conversation at hand. Older Ravengard is a little bit in contemplation. One of the deadliest men on the Sword Coast. Who would gain from imitating him? That I do not know. But what I do know is this. The High Marshal is condemning innocent people downstairs. People that tried to help this city. So, I know that I could not convince him. I need someone that is above my station and even above his to convince him. He is wounded. He is angry. He is tired. I know that you can pry underneath that stony exterior of his. And you need to get downstairs quickly. All right. Floric, my love, I'll be back. As for the rest of you, I will be downstairs as soon as possible. As he says, quickly, hand me my robe. As he points to one of the incinerators on the other side of the room. Be right behind you shortly. I need to grab something. As he walks over to the other side of the room, he grabs his belt with what appears to be a long sword and wraps it around his waist and tries to strap it together.
I made.
As the two of you leave the room, descend downstairs, make your way down to the prison level. So at this time that you are down at the prison level that they're at, which is the maximum security prison level, which Asterion is currently being held on, by the way, which you guys did pass by Asterion. He appeared to be like minding his own business at that time. But as you guys had passed by, they come downstairs at this point in time during the interrogation as everybody is now downstairs as you two are waiting for older Ravengard to come down. As these questions are being asked, he eventually comes down the stairs here in his regalia, including his ceremonial longsword at his side. All right. We need to stop this interrogation now. And Jaheira says, follow me.
Oh, but I didn't have my chance on the rack.
As
Autistic dragon man.
older...
I didn't even get to make a con save. No.
As this is going on, as they are trying to make their way through the prison, specifically through security, at this time, the High Marshal, he's still in contemplation of everything, just trying to think this over. And the interrogator, he walks over here and says, "Sir, what do you want me to do?" And the High Marshal thinks for a moment. Let me ask them another question, real quick. Yes, sir.
So before he says anything after that,
Okay.
Kvitas is going to basically look over. Can he look over at him from the
Yeah,
rack? I
you
don't know
can.
how he's oriented.
Yeah, the way that you're oriented is the way that this table is. You're able to see right to left.
So like I'm laying flat on it. It's like a flat table.
Flat table.
Okay, I didn't know if it was like stood up or something. Okay.
So like Caldez's
I'm going to
head
look-
is facing towards this cell over here. Your head is facing towards this
Yeah.
wall up here.
Okay.
Yep.
Okie dokie. That makes sense.
Yep.
So Kvitas is going to turn his head towards the High Marshal and say, "It was the Zhentarrim. They ambushed us. I don't know how they got the garb of the Flaming Fist, but they did. We've had a run-in with one of the other guys, one of the people that was sleeping, the older guy. He was their lieutenant or something like that. That's all we know about it."
The High Marshal pauses. He looks over to the incinerator. The incinerator says, "Aye, sir."
And to answer your question on why we were at that gate, it's because the riot had already broken out at the other one. We were very obviously funneled towards that spot so that we could be ambushed. And I have no idea what happened to the Flaming Fists that should have been at that gate. Assuming that the Flaming Fists that were there weren't legitimate and somehow under Zhentarrim employ.
Aye. So he says as he looks at
And
the
with that, he trails off after that, and he like lays his head back.
the High Marshal looks at the cell behind him. And this look that he gives the rest of you is it seems to be not one in between confusion and anger.
Are my hands unshackled?
No, you're all still restrained.
You think they'd let you out of them?
Yeah, you still have the cup over your face in order to try to prevent you from
You're
breathing.
like muzzled up.
Yeah, it's like you have the anti-breath weapon muzzle put over you.
I almost want to headbutt the bars, knowing that it was going to electrocute me, just to establish dominance.
Immediately as he continues that conversation, Reyna, Jaheira, and older Ravengard. So first you hear this knock at the door, and the High Marshal motions for Master Corporal Flare Slayer to get the door. And as he does, barging through the door immediately, or as he opens the door, he goes, "Oh, I apologies, Your Honor. And as he immediately does so, older Raven Guard walks into the. You see this bald man for Gavitas and Caldas. You see this bald man, and the rest of you see this bald man walk into the room, tall, broad-shouldered figure with what appears to be a ceremonial longsword at his side, elegant robes about his features. It's the same man that you saw, that you recognize as the Archduke that was sitting on the bench beside the Chief Justice that was in the court earlier today. As he comes walking into the room, he then turns immediately to his right, and seeing the incinerator, he turns to his left, seeing the High Marshal. He says, "High Marshal, what is the meaning of this?" "Sir, I'm just doing my business. I'm doing my job." "You're doing your job. Tell your people to unleash these fine people from their shackles." Jihira?
Thank you. He wasn't doing a very good job.
Oh no, Aldian's gonna be unleashed.
So Jahira, she walks into the room, and Reyna would be following close behind. Hang on. In the dark, they share. Let me get you out. There we go. As guide them into the room. Jahira follows close behind, and Older Raven Guard says, "I want these people released immediately." "On what grounds, sir?" "How are we so sure?" "Enough!"
Oh. We told him.
"Gawain, I understand that you have undergone the stresses of the situation that be. Riots have broken out about the city. People have been harmed in the process, including me. Yes, I understand that. And at the same time, sir, you put me in charge of purging the evils from this city. You said it yourself," as he's poking his boss in the chest.
Except we're not evil. Caldas is just saying, not even looking at the guy, just staring at the roof. "We were actually trying to help the city. And if you would like us to continue, I'd like to be let go. That'd be appreciated, thanks."
Help it again.
They can keep Caldas. You know what? They can keep one.
Bruh.
Caldas, you stay here. We'll go.
So immediately the Older Raven Guard would say, "You listen to me and understand this. First and foremost, the Dukes and Duchesses, yes, agreed on you having and keeping your position, High Marshal. But I'd suggest you cool your head before you lose your position.
Yeah, Gawain.
You want to protect this city, I understand. You want to make up for the death of your brother at the hands of Redjaw and Bloodstaff, I understand. But this is not a way to make amends."
Right after Redjaw. So Caldas is then going to say, "I'm sorry to hear that your brother died from Redjaw. I would just like to tell you that we were the ones that slain him."
I already told him that. Caldas. So, yeah, we're late to the
Classic
party on that
Caldas.
one.
I just want to make sure he gets it through his head.
So, Older would immediately then pull rank.
Can I get the Alder's attention and just kind of point at my mouth?
He would pull rank. He would pull rank and turn to the others and say, first and foremost, and say, "You." As he points to Master Corporal Flayer Slayer. "Yes, Your Honor. Release these two on the table." "You," he says as he points at the incinerator, "open this cell and release them from their bindings. I want all of you to meet me upstairs in my office immediately." "Yes, sir. Yes, sir." "And you, Gawain." "Aye." "Know this. I'm not angry with you. I'm merely frustrated in the lack of judgment, even through this situation.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
That's what I thought too. Aww.
I'd like to say I'm mad at him.
And you see Older, he reaches a hand out and puts it on one of Gawain's pauldrons as he says, I remember being in a situation far worse than this. I was still in Elturel when it was dragged into hell itself. Remember that. If I can endure hell, you can endure this. You may have already been through your own personal hell, but there's no reason to take it out on everybody and anyone else. Meet me upstairs. As he says that, the High Marshal, he cancels the electrification and silence that's put on your cell as he personally opens the cell, walks in, and unclasps the chains that are around your wrists and around your ankles as each and every one of you are escorted into the upper part of Wormrock Fortress, which I'm just making sure everything's in place.
I want to, as the High Marshal is like unclasping, and when he takes off the muzzle off of me, I'm going to just very flatly say to him, apologies for the misunderstanding. Make you feel like we let you.
Your microphone's cutting you out.
Yeah.
I think you're talking too quietly.
Oh no! I was just trying to say that I was going to turn to the High Marshal and say, apologies for the misconception or misunderstanding. We didn't mean for you to think that we were in league with those attacking the city.
He kind of
Obviously weren't.
just silently continues unclasping the shackles from each and every one of you, and as he looks at you in the face and undoes, like pulls the muzzle off of you, he then looks you in the eye and he says, we'll talk more about this upstairs. So he then motions for all of you to follow him, the Incinerator, and Master Corporal Flayer Slayer, who's then ordered to stay downstairs. As you are now entering into the Archduke's very office. This is his seat of power at the top of Wormrock Fortress. You guys are brought up the massive elevator that was in the center column of the prison, which everything is centered around, brought upstairs to the top. And as you were brought back up to the top, you happen to see Master Sergeant Gunther returning back to his station. So he goes, oh, hello. And immediately he stands up. He enters into a salute. He's like, Archduke, sir, Master Sergeant, at ease, at ease. Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor. When I stumble. Kind of hear just muttering under his breath. He gets mad at himself. As you guys are brought up this massive...
Just like me, for real.
Just brought up at this massive staircase as you enter into the... enter into his chambers. Hang on a second, let me change the music here to fit the scenery. No longer is it this tense situation, but...
I love tents.
Really like his chandelier shadows. That's cool.
You love tents? Are you a camping guy, Carlos?
Yes. Sometimes.
So as you guys
It's
are...
usually when the combat gets intense.
Oh my gosh. So as you guys are brought upstairs into this regal looking room, you happen to see a couple chandeliers hanging from the ceiling over here and over here. There appears to be like a glass ceiling, which up above it has some emblems, and not only emblems, but appears to be like persons about it, moving about, doing one person that appears to be standing on top of a hill, and another image, it appears that this armored figure is helping establish walls around this hill specifically. But of course, down below, we have everybody here, including 3 incinerators. Reyna, Jahira, not Counselor, but as you guys would assume, Counselor Floor, because you told that she's counselor, but nobody knows that she is actually currently the Archduchess of Baldur's Gate, ruling beside Older Ravengard.
Ooh, juicy.
And sitting...
Vita's still conscious.
Am I still conscious?
Oh, so as
I've
you're
been knocked unconscious.
as you fell asleep on the table there, you've been brought upstairs, and you've been
on the table? They just wheeled me up?
no.
Could I just like carry him? Could I like
yeah.
have him up on my shoulder?
If it's just you, I'll need you to make a athletics check.
Yeah, all
I
right.
was about to say I'm not a
He's not in
I'm a
armor.
beefy boy.
Well, that's the thing. You're not in armor right now.
I'll
Oh,
help
that's
him.
big. Yeah, that's a big
Yes.
difference because my armor
So with
weighs
an
50
18
pounds.
With an 18, you're able to lift him. If it's just you up the stairs by yourself, you throw him over your shoulder as you heft him up, following the rest of the group behind. Not closely, but just like following them behind as you're carrying a whole other person on your shoulder.
Yeah, all right. I'll do that. That'll
Yeah,
look funny.
you carry him on your. Or so, would you be standing here carrying him on your shoulder? Or would you drop him in one of these chairs back here?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep him with me. I'm gonna just keep him up on my shoulder.
Okay.
Like the Ace
I'll
Ventura
let him
bit.
sit down, like- yeah.
Wish I
So, yeah,
had
you just-
Revivify.
So yeah, you just have Gavitas just like.
This is the type of sleep that Revivify won't help. It won't.
Yeah, that's fair.
That much.
this is all nighter. Like this is all nighter. Oh man, I am that
trauma
kind of
sleep.
tired sleep. So yeah, you're dead asleep, and you're just carrying him on your shoulder as you now enter into this chamber here, and as you guys walk in, you're summoned forth before the Archduke, as you guys happen to see the. For some of you that weren't near the alleyway, you wouldn't recognize her. But for those who are near the alleyway, you would recognize the halfling that fell off the roof right before you guys, standing right next to an older elven woman off to her right that you don't recognize.
Caldes,
I'm
do
wearing
not
nice
ask her
clothing
what
now,
kind
by
of
the way.
elf she is. I'm really sorry, Raina. Go ahead. I didn't mean to talk over you.
I was just saying that I'm wearing nice clothing.
Yes,
So
you're not in the rain-soaked attire that you were in beforehand.
Are we? Because that's rude.
Yes.
As we're walking across this nice floor, our feet are just like squelching. Just
Yeah.
Or
Like,
no.
I can hear your rusting.
Or kind of like,
Yeah.
yeah.
you know, it's kind of just like walking up the stairs. have some janitor just falling behind with the mop, just like trying to pick it all up.
That's
Yup.
funny.
And ye
Prestidigitation's
old,
good for things like that.
ye old wet floor signs.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Prestidigitation is good for things like that. It's a shame we don't have anyone that has it, I don't think.
Dry us off.
So as you lot are brought up here before the Archduke, he then turns to the rest of you and says, I apologize for the behavior of the High Marshal. It was very unbecoming and very quick to assume, although I don't discredit what he did at all. I would, in a similar situation, if I were wounded as well. As the High Marshal stands up, he turns around and shows you the spot where he has this big, the blood's dried now, but this abruptly made bandage is put over his back, where this piece of armor's been, like, not only chipped away, but completely, like, ripped off of him. He then turns back around and sits back down, kind of just tilting his head back in his seat. Kind of just trying to... He's still trying to calm himself down. He's still hopped up on adrenaline. And the Archduke then turns over to Reyna over here in Jahirat as he says, It appears to me that you lot were trying to defend that noble defense attorney, that young man, Phineas Truant?
That's what I've been saying the whole time.
Truly.
Truly.
That is a relief.
With respect, we were hired to protect him to begin with.
I presume it was by maybe a guild here within the city, or who hired you?
We are the guild known as the Merciful Misfits. We've taken up residency up at Crimson Keep, and we were contracted to protect Phineas while he finished his investigation and defense on Asterion to try and prove his innocence.
Sir, I will report, we did find one other person there at the scene. It appeared to be the owner of Tomes of Truth? He says as he looks down at this note that he has in his hand.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot he was there.
Older Raven Guard, immediately you see him facepalm as he goes, oh, goodness me.
For full transparency, we're not associated with him. He just kind of tagged along.
Well, that was another reason why I arrested them. Thought they may have knocked him out and thrown him in the wagon. Apparently not.
We were riding in the wagon with him.
Well, with anything and everything else going on, he says as he looks outside, he says, it appears that this storm has fallen upon us and upon this fair city. It doesn't
Speaking
seem...
of storm, there's a very unnatural storm that was taking place during this time. I analyzed it to see what type of magic it was involved, and I realized, to see if magic was involved, and I realized that it was not natural.
Yes.
I'm just gonna kind of tap my foot and roll my eyes and cross my arms.
Let's forget the druid craft, before everything
forget
else.
the person that initially did this. Yeah, like forget the person that first discovered it. Yeah, it's fine.
Caldiz.
No, it's fine. I'm surprised he didn't say. Well, Gale decided that it was an unnatural storm. I was talking to him, and he was like, "Oh yeah,
Gale told me. Gale told me.
Gale told me."
Yeah, how much
Caldiz.
gold do we have? Can we bribe Gale to let Caldiz move in with him?
Caldiz, the stealer of credit.
Let's
That's
go!
his official title now. I'm just calling him Caldiz Credit Stealer.
But older would then say, it does appear that this storm is unnatural, as my beloved has determined. He says he reaches out a hand as he puts her hand in his, as she extends her hand out to him. And as he says, this storm, we haven't been able to discern who is the source of this casting, but we are definitely looking for the culprit as I speak. As for this, the situation is quite dire. High Marshal, I don't know if you even know this, but well, Jaheira, if you would. Yes. It is as I was telling Reyna on our way here. Not only was the defense attorney attacked at this point in time, but at the same time as the storm was brewing over the city, the prosecutor, Merrick Edgelow, was attacked and kidnapped. His legal aid, his co-counsel, was nearly killed in the process, as was one of my strongest harpers, Garth Dengil. It appeared that...
I'm so sorry. Can you repeat his name? I definitely heard you wrong.
Garth Dengil. This name would actually ring a bell to each of you. Each of you, as he was the No history check necessary. He was the harper that you guys rescued along with his pet danger noodle, Yaragaran, from Redjaw's hideout. As for Aldian and Gavitas, you guys encountered him at Xanathar's Moving Tavern.
I sure did.
When you went on your Buddy Cop
During our
team up
Buddy Cop
episode. Yep.
Oh yeah, that was a great episode. It's a shame no one else was there to
Yeah.
see it.
Yep.
I know.
So
I never got to go back to the bar again. I wanted my drink and information.
And the drink.
Yaragaran
And the
is protecting his master right now, but Garthengil has lost his entire left arm and almost all of his shoulder. It was cleaved off of him in a single blow with a searing smite.
By who?
Are you saying this in character?
Yeah. I would like to meet the man who can cut off somebody's arm in a single blow.
She would then turn to you and say, someone else posing as the deadliest assassin on the coast. Draven Dreadwuulfe.
Technically, you brained a goblin at like 50 paces, so
That's true. I did do that.
you're pretty impressive too.
Okay.
Smite, huh? And then he kind of looks over to Gavitas.
Who is still dead asleep.
he's still snoozing. This whole time, the guy that would help the most is snoozing.
Yeah, Caldes is going to go over and kind of nudge him, be like, "Yo, wake up. We need you."
Gavitas, I'll need you to make a perception check with disadvantage. See if you can pick up.
Yep.
See if you can pick up on Caldes. Like Caldes, what are you doing? Are you patting him on the back? Are you smacking him up the face? What are you doing?
He's gonna be kind of doing the kind of nudging him, like pushing him back and forth, like, "Yo, wake up."
And so like push, nudge. So yeah, Gavitas is heavily asleep. So again, perception with disadvantage. Like see if you can pick up on it. Like if you feel like this is for feeling and hearing.
Can I also roll perception to see if he has like any crumbs of the pastry
Yeah,
on his
I
mouth
would-
that I can like
Do you have
or
any of that pastry left?
just, like poke?
She gave the other one to
Quality.
Phineas. She gave the other one to Phineas.
Yeah,
And-
unfortunately.
and he
seemed
was-
like he needed it, and then he reacted all weird to
No,
it, even though it was safe for
he
human
was
consumption.
going off like Eminem, like somebody. He was just like talking at 100 miles a minute. So yeah, with that 6, yeah, Gavitas, you're so.
I
How is he asleep? Is he just asleep, like laying down on the floor?
No, he is slouched over
he's on his
Albian's
shoulder.
back, like over his shoulder. Like his face, like his butt is like right, like facing towards you,
Like right
and
on the
his
shoulder,
head,
yeah.
and his head is like facing like back towards like the back of the room. So technically, if you were patting him right there, you're smacking him on the
Please
butt.
please don't spank me.
No, he's not patting you on
I'm
the
not
butt.
cool with that, Caldes.
No. Okay, Caldes is
An
going
involuntary
to ask.
response that gets kicked.
So what they
Caldes is going to ask. Excuse me. May I ask? Do you guys have any cold water I could have?
before
you have a
you as you
man's
ask that
nap after being awake
question,
36 hours.
Fate, as you're looking at Gavitas' mouth with a 17, yes, you would.
I see crumbs.
Yes, you do.
Heck yeah. Okay, I'm gonna like poke him into his mouth a little bit and like mush his cheeks, I guess.
Okay.
Huh?
You're trying to
like,
you're trying to help him swallow this.
yeah, like or like like you rub like cake frosting under a diabetic's tongue. I'm
Are
just,
you-
like,
are you-
poking around?
Are you
pushing it in.
telling Aldian that you're doing this, or are you just doing this?
I'll just do it. He'll see.
Okay, I'll need you to roll a medicine check to see if you're able
I'm
to
not
succeed.
exactly going to stop her.
Wait, a medicine check?
Yeah, medicine check to see if you're able to.
Crumbs
Yes, you're doing this. You're trying to essentially. Yeah, it's like almost like trying to force a pill.
me.
Oh,
With a
no!
nat one, with a nat
no,
one.
like
As you do so, as you put your hand on his throat to try and run the crumb down, it's still in his mouth. This fly flies into one of your ears.
Oh no!
You're just
I
like
feel I would take
you're just
that in real life.
you're just swatting it away, and as you do, you happen to slap Gavitas over the face.
I'm sorry. I was trying to help. I promise.
Is there a drink that I can put in my mug that would wake him up?
So am I rolling for damage on this slap?
Hold on a second. Fate, I need you to make an unarmed strike on Gavitas.
Yes,
Oh,
you roll for
no!
damage.
Remember, he doesn't have his armor on.
I mean, it might wake him up.
Yeah, I don't have my armor on. Yeah, that hits.
Oh no!
Roll the damage.
Okay, here we go.
But that's 2
Oh, no.
bludgeoning damage. And as you smack him on the face,
Like, I got it, guys. It's fine.
you know what? Kavitas, I'll need you to make another perception check.
Oh my gosh!
Like, as I
Like, do you
accidentally
take-
this-
with
Oh,
the 20, with the 20, you definitely feel this blow. You're not like in between sleep and whatnot. You're still like semi-conscious, but you are hurting like the side of your cheek. You're like, oh.
So when Vetus gets hit and takes that 2 damage,
Yeah.
he doesn't know where he is right now. Last thing he remembers was passing out on the on a torture table.
Torture table. Yep. Oh my bad.
So Gvitas is actually going to immediately, like in a quick panic, after regaining consciousness, like thrash and try to get away from whatever's holding him right now.
Okay.
Oh, good.
So Aldi, I need you to make another athletics
going-
check, and
wait,
Gavitas, I'll need
wait.
you to make a
Important
competing
question.
athletics check.
Okay.
Important question though.
Yes.
When I hit him and he like woke up and like started moving and stuff, did he swallow the crumb?
I mean,
Because I feel like he would have, or at least it
Ooh,
would have
double
been
13.
resolved by now.
You know, Gavitas, if you were trying to
crap.
maybe clear your throat, or maybe like the pooled saliva that's on the front of your mouth, did you try to swallow perchance?
Probably like gas.
I mean, we can this situation. Gvitas is going to be awake. He's going to be
Yeah.
awake for this scene.
Yeah, you still
we don't have
you
to have
still-
him.
you still feel
be,
something in your mouth.
Caffeinated.
I
Yeah.
want to like desperately yell like it's us, like swallow or something.
So yeah, you push yourself out of Alien's arms and you flop to the floor on your back, staring up at this beautiful architecture above you that you could see like emblemized on the floor down here. But you're looking up at like glass, like stained glass panes above you depicting various parts of Baldur's Gate's history.
I'm gonna stand over
so,
him and look
Gvitas-
down at him and be like, "You okay, buddy?"
Gvitas looks around at like the architecture for a second, and then looks up at Aldian, and the panic in his face melts away. He says, "Oh, I thought I might have been dead."
No,
Yeah,
that
no,
was
we're
just
totally
me.
dead right now.
Sorry.
Oh, we are.
Wow! Oh
Yeah.
wow!
If we're all
No.
dead, what's he?
No!
If we're all
No!
dead,
Hold on!
if we're all dead, what's he doing here? And I point at Caldas.
Oh yeah, Caldes.
I was about to say, roll that deception and insight, but
uh,
Caldes is
that's
just going
funny.
to stare at Gavitas and he's going to say, "Hey, I tried to wake you gently. I'll know not to do that."
I'm gonna help.
How'd you? You didn't try to spank me, did you?
No, I totally saw it. Caldes totally slapped you across the face. It was crazy.
Well, I mean, it must have been you know what? That adds up. If
Yeah.
fate can slap me and it wakes me right up, Caldes slaps me, I don't even notice.
And I, to be out of respect for you, I hit you in the face, not your butt. So
I didn't hit him in
you're
the butt
welcome
either.
for that. 'Cause I figured you wouldn't want to be just kind of spanked.
I was nudging you on your shoulder.
That's what he calls it. Okay.
technically, if you were standing right here, you would have been poking him either on the butt or one of his legs.
Well,
I'm gonna help Gavitas to his feet.
I would have been
I-
doing it on his shoulder, wherever the shoulder would be. That's what I'm saying.
I take your hand and I get, you help me up, and I like.
Yeah.
I assume
wait,
you're wearing like a tunic of some sort. Like, what's
Yeah.
your regular clothes that are under your armor?
Regular clothes.
Yeah, like you just have.
New dragonborn.
I just wear armor all the time. I don't know what to tell you, man.
It just is armor.
I just am armor.
Yep.
So,
Well, so
Yeah,
I
lied,
basically
you
I'm
guys,
like
he's
I'm like
actually a construct
grabbing.
this whole time.
I'm like holding onto the fabric of your clothes to like help stand up.
Yeah. That's fine.
I'm gonna after.
I've got one arm hooked underneath like your belt or whatever. So.
All right.
I'm gonna help you
Awesome.
Stand.
So after steadying myself, I'm gonna ask, why did everyone need me awake? What's going on?
Apparently, somebody got smoten and lost their entire arm in a single strike.
Also, I think we're being let free. Somebody
And it
vouched
was
for
from
us.
a smite, which is why I was trying to wake you up. You know, I'd like you to actually be a bit helpful right now. That'd be greatly appreciated.
Oof.
Oh, I'm sorry, Caldez. Who told them that the Zhentarrim were attacking us? Was it you?
I mean, it didn't really matter.
I'm
It's not
sorry.
like he
Did Gale
believed
tell
you.
them for us?
I mean, all I remember is he didn't really believe you, so it doesn't really matter what we said. When you fell asleep like
he
a little
didn't believe
child,
me.
when
He
you fell
didn't
asleep like a little,
believe.
In
when
the
you fell
zone
asleep
of
like a
truth?
little child is when someone actually came and got us out.
I'm gonna do the roll my eyes, cross my arms, tap my foot thing at him again. Caldez credit stealer.
Anyway, Vetus, we found out that there have been multiple Dravens, and we, Caldez wanted you awake to hear about how the previous Draven that they hunted apparently used smite and cut off. What was his name?
Garth Dangle.
Garth.
Yeah.
Yep, Garth
Dangle.
Dangle.
Yeah. Garth Dangle's arm in a single stroke.
Did I ever meet Garth?
Yes,
I remember
that
we
you
split up
did.
for a bit of it. Yeah, I
Yes.
did. Okay.
Yep. In that
Okay.
session, you all entered into Redjaw's office where he was contained, as well as his pet Danger Noodle, his pet pseudo dragon Yaragaran.
Yeah. Okay, I think I remember that.
And of course, when you
I
guys met
remember
him
that.
up in the tavern.
Did
Well,
he
what
have two
happened?
arms when we were in the tavern together?
Yes, he had both arms. This was before all this happened.
Gotcha.
Well,
Okay.
is his pet okay?
Is his
Yeah,
pet
that's the
okay?
important question.
This is one of my senior agents. He is one of the best
yes, and we're
harpers
concerned about
with
his
us.
beloved pet.
Well,
And
we
wait-
know he's alive.
and
I
wait
want
this-
to know if his
And, and she
his
says,
pet's still
and
alive
she, and she
too.
says, "Wait a second. You said that you were the Merciful Misfits?"
Yes.
That's what we said.
Immediately, she pauses for a moment, and she turns to Older. She says, "These are the people that killed Redjaw. These are the people
That's
that helped my
also
agent."
what we said.
Older. These people have been helping us this whole time. They helped retrieve Garth Dangle's information, the intelligence that he had gathered on the warlords,
Yeah, that was me.
and brought it back to us. Caldus, the credit taker.
Except that one was him. What do you mean?
That was him. That was him. Okay, I mean,
Question, real quick. Does coffee exist in D&D?
yes,
Yes, we had it.
All right.
just like tea.
I want to take out my mug. That I can use once a day and fill it with coffee and
Okay.
hand it over to Gavitas.
Okay, you can. Actually, wait. No, you don't have it. You don't have it. You don't have
Okay, we
anything
don't
on
have
you.
anything.
Bags.
My stuff!
You don't have anything on you.
Rude.
They haven't returned it yet.
Dang it!
So yeah,
Okay, over
miss
the
my
throne,
Warhammer.
thank goodness.
Jahira would mention this to Older, and he would immediately say, "So you're the ones who dealt with one of the warlords of the gate."
Yes, them and Zagzap.
Who's that? Immediately, the High Marshal would go, "I am not sure. Doesn't sound like any one of the
Lieutenant.
warlords that we have."
The lieutenant of Red Jaws.
A lieutenant. I see. Well,
Well, he's dead now, so.
Yeah, he kind of exploded.
Yeah,
You're
not
welcome.
gonna claim that one. There you go.
Yeah, right?
I'm pretty sure I got.
That's the
final
one
blow
you
on that.
did.
Okay,
Yeah,
I killed Red.
I killed 2 of them. All I know is that much.
So what? There was a man struck down by a smite?
Yes. Garth Dengil lost his arm and shoulder. This man tried to cleave into Prosecutor Edgelaw's legal aid, but Garth stepped in the way. He took most of the blow.
Is that all we know? Do we know anything about where this person came from?
Gliste is, by the way, just going to be quiet during all this time, because a lot of this that you're talking about, she wasn't here for, so she doesn't really understand, so she's just kind of chilling.
She's unconscious at this point in time. The prosecutor is missing. This masked figure is also missing. And one of the key witnesses that was traveling with the prosecutor is also dead by the hands of this masked man.
What key witness?
So,
would we know them?
No, you guys, not even Phineas knew of who one of those people were, because on day one of the trial, the only person that was brought forth as a witness was a professional witness, which was the detective that was brought in, the one who's overseeing the scene of the crime, that crassly addressed you guys.
With respect, how do you know that Draven actually exists and it's not just a bunch of people?
It is simple. We, the Harpers, we're good with information gathering. As a matter of fact, nobody would even know about Draven if it wasn't for us. We were able to acquire information about Draven by some of our agents, so we found out that Draven has certain tastes in women. We were also able to find out more of who he was by following the trail of blood that he's left all over the coast. He has slain nobles. He has slain arms dealers. He has slain heads of monasteries. He has done many things. But we know
Draven himself, or people masquerading as Draven? Because all I've
No.
heard so far is that Draven has been, or there have been two people disguised as Draven.
We know that Draven is a real person, in due part from some of these key witnesses. They have his stature, and every single time that a mark has been met in one city or the other, and he has gone elsewhere, either to a tavern, maybe to a brothel, it doesn't matter. They have said the same height of this man. Same look, same scars, everything. We know what he looks like, which is in due part why we know why he wears a mask. What we also know is this, is that the Dravens that you saw were not even close to the Draven Dreadwuulfe that these people have spoken of. The armor doesn't match. The only thing that does match is the coloration, even though he does not wear the kind of masks that these people wore. Draven does have a calling card. As she reaches down into her pouch, and let me see, have I uploaded it? I don't think I have. Okay, I haven't uploaded it, but what you see before you, give you a little bit of imagery, is you see her pull out this card, and it actually shimmers in the light a little bit, but you see this imagery of a wolf, of an angry-looking wolf. Half of it is silver, and the other half of the card is cobalt. And as she moves it in the light, she would mention, this has actual metal, shaved metal, put into the card itself. The man puts the effort into each and every one of his calling cards, and as she hands it to you, or actually doesn't hand it to you, but turns it around as there is a huge splotch of blood on the other side. This he leaves at every scene. Every scene of the crime that we have investigated, where he has been,
That's brazen of him.
he leaves his calling card. No fingerprints, no magical traces, nothing. He's an expert in all that he does. Draven would not be so brave in
Your forensics department sucks.
hers or the Flaming Fist.
whoever it was that was handling the forensics for the Asterian case.
Flaming Fist.
Okay, yeah, so then it would be the Flaming Fist. Yeah, it's a shame their forensics department sucks.
And are you saying this in character?
Yeah, sure, why not? I'm feeling froggy.
The High Marshal immediately goes, "That will be changed very soon." And as Jaheira continues, "The people that you encountered today do not match the description of Draven. As a matter of the fact, they seem counterfeit. After all, Draven has not at all been known to use magic of any sort. He doesn't even know how to channel a smite. So how in the world could this Draven channel a smite? And more importantly, how come the Draven that we have downstairs, the woman, is a woman? Draven is not a woman. Draven is a man."
Have you been able to interrogate these two individuals?
Jaheira would say, oh, she'd actually turn over to the High Marshal. The High Marshal would step out of his seat and walk over. "As far as I'm concerned, no. We haven't heard anything. Nothing. She's still unconscious."
The Draven that cast Smite, was he taken alive?
"He wasn't even captured."
What
Do we
did
know
you
where they
find out
came
about
from?
the mask?
And who they're... Do we know anything about who they're working for and what the motive is? Why would somebody want to kill both sides of a trial?
And immediately, older Ravengard would stand up. He put his hands to the table. "This reminds me all too much. High Marshal, do you think that the Ballists are still in this city? The Cult of Ball? Sir, we've purged all of their elements. I made sure. Astarion made sure. We purged that underground temple. We found them. We dealt with them. They're gone."
I don't have too much faith in this Flaming Fist at the moment.
"What about the Zhentarrim?" And Jaheira walks
You
forward.
know, they attacked us.
From what
They're
my
very willing to claim it.
from what my scout, as she says, she points to you, Reyna, as what my scout can confirm, these people were not average Flaming Fists. They were much easier to target, less coordinated. They seemed somewhat less like actual Flaming Fists with the training that they receive, and more so hired hands. Similar tactics to the Zhentarrim. Wouldn't you say, Reyna?
Oh yeah, they were definitely not nearly as skilled as our people.
I will also say this, that it has been rumored that there is a civil war brewing within the Zhentarrim, that new leadership has stepped in, and the leadership of the more, what they call themselves, the true Zhentarrim, the Paragost, is currently leading the charge against this upstart. So what you may have encountered is something else entirely. And as she says that, an incinerator comes barging through the door at the south and comes running in. Bless you.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
As this incinerator comes running in, he is like charging through. He's like, "Excuse me, coming through." As he moves around the group, he doesn't spare any time. He isn't going to barge through anybody. He comes walking up. "Sir, High Marshal, a report for you." "What is it?" It's the fists at the scene, sir." "Aye, spit it out, son." "Well, it took a while for our troops to move across the city. The storm moving and everything. We weren't able to communicate using our sending stones. Well, out with it!" "We found out, using means of dispelling, each of those fists were wearing glamours."
Well, what'd you know about that?
Each
Oh,
of
crazy.
each of
Almost like
those
somebody.
each of the fists, sir, they appear to be, well, random, well, random people from all over the Sword Coast.
Oh, thank goodness! I thought he was going to say children. I was like, there's
No.
no way that I'm going to be able to sleep tonight knowing that I beat up a child.
Well, do we know where they came from? No, sir. We cannot communicate with any part of the Lord's alliances while long as this storm is still brewing over us, sir. But we can confirm this, as we did find on several of them emblems of the Zhentarrim. But we
Wow,
did find
crazy.
something peculiar on one of them. Oh? As he pulls out of his pocket what appears to be this pendant on a long strand of beads. As he hands it over to Gawain, he puts it in his hand. As he looks down at it, his eyes widen. On who is this found? So this was found on the bald one that we found after we awoken. Goes by the name of Oleg.
You still have him here, right?
Yeah, I need to punch him. I mean, talk to him.
By the way, that man abuses children.
The incinerator would say, "Noted." But the High Marshal would look down at the emblem in his hand. "Sir, take a look at this," says as he tosses it on the table. And older Ravengard and Floric look at this as Jaheira moves in. "I don't believe it. Didn't the hero of the gate say that he purged them? Alongside the one known as Shadowheart and Gale, and even my son was there." "Aye. And how did he get a hold of this, when it's illegal to have these in the city?"
This is the talisman of the absolute.
As Older holds it up in the air, and as Gawain briefly steps back over to the side right here, or steps right up here to the incinerator, Raynow needs you to make a religion check, as well as Caldes and Callista. You guys would be the closest.
Okay.
So that's a 9. So no, you see this emblem. You don't really recognize anything. Callista doesn't recognize anything.
Yeah, there we go.
Caldes with a 21. You would recognize this emblem as that of the Church of Shar.
And what is the Church of Shar, for those who are unknowing of like myself?
So the Church of
Why
Shar.
don't you tell us, Caldes?
Well, Caldes can tell you, but Elias can't.
So the Church of Shar specifically consists of those who venerate and honor and worship, which all those words kind of mean the same thing. Shar herself, the Lady of Loss, hopelessness, darkness, shadow. Her home is within, and she also had a hand in creating the... Goodness me... Shadow...
They're a bunch of masochists.
Yes, to a degree. They're big on secrets. And she created not the Shadow Veil, what is it? Shadow...
The Shadow Veil is hers.
Yes. It's basically her pocket dimension, but yes. They basically worship darkness, the shadows, they keep secrets. They are known for not being great proclaimers of their faith, like you would see like some of the priests of Ilmater, like at the Shrine of the Suffering that exists here in Baldur's Gate. They are not very open about their faith. They're very closed, but they do approach people that seem to have that kind of interest and similar interests. So they are a very shadowy group, but they're also worship of Shar is generally illegal across the Sword Coast, mainly because she is evil, an embodiment of evil in all that she does. So anybody that worships her follows along that same train of belief and thought.
So,
Evil!
did Gavitas also see the...
That was really good, you guys. That was very impressive.
Did
Yeah,
Gavitas
yeah,
also
I
see
just put him to
the
sleep.
amulet?
This is proximity. You're a fairly good distance away.
Well, yeah. As you've recounted that to me, so now I know. But Caldes, as he sees it, will actually say, "Shar, huh? I know they're always lurking around, but I don't ever know how prevalent they are, these worshippers."
Gawain.
So, when
Yes.
Caldes says Shar,
Yeah.
Gavitas like immediately lets go of Aldian's cloak or whatever he's wearing, and he very hurriedly makes his way forward towards where they are, with his eyes like bulging wide open, the sleep completely gone from them. And he looks over the amulet himself. Is this amulet like anything special about it? Anything that he would be able to notice or see of it being of any particular importance? Or is it just a kind of...
Make an investigation check.
like an icon?
So wait, are you looking for like if there's any like hidden like features about it, or is there some sort
If it's... So basically, so I'm looking at it to identify if it has any importance besides being simply an amulet dedicated to Shar, essentially. Like, is it dedicated to a particular part of the worship? Is it dedicated to, is there any iconography on it that is relating to her history?
I would say, first and foremost, as you're looking over the amulet, make a religion check as you're looking it over. More importantly, to see if you could delve a little bit deeper into the mystery of this. As you're looking at, like...
May I have this check with advantage since I just pulled an all-nighter studying Shar?
Yes, as you pulled a Spark Note speed run.
At 20. At 20.
Oh! with the nat
20.
With the nat 20. Hold on a second.
Let's go!
I gotta push the button. I gotta push the button. I gotta push the button.
Yeah.
I gotta push the button.
It's been a while.
Right.
Go even further beyond.
So with that nat
Nice.
20, as you're looking at the emblems of it, looking over the iconography, you would recognize that this iconography on it, it appears to be the markings of a dark justiciar in training. And with that
Dark Justiciar is
Yes.
like a
dark justiciar is considered to be one of the closest warriors of Shar. In other words, they are the enforcers of her will. They are the ones who ensures that if her presence is not already in an area, they're going to make sure that her presence is, whether people like it or not.
And since this is a amulet that denotes in training, does that mean that the person who has this would likely answer to someone, an actual justiciar locally?
Yes.
Would I know that? Would I have an idea of that?
With the nat 20, yes, this would indicate that they would, since whoever held this amulet here was in training, that essentially they'd have to answer to somebody, because and who exactly you don't know, because Asterion claimed that they cleaned this city completely of the presence of the Zhentarrim, completely of the Ballists, completely of any of the Sharans. Of course, that was mainly done by the Hero of the Gate, as well as older Ravengard just mentioned, Shadowheart and Gale, and his own son. So they went into the temple, purged all those people out, that eventually Asterion and several others went down back to the temple to make sure nobody was still there, completely destroyed it, completely purged any remnants that they could find. Or so they thought. But it appears
So
not.
after all of this basically kind of clicks, a whole bunch of things click in Gvidus's head, and he looks between several people, and he is breaking out into a sweat because he has, at least he believes, he has connected tons of dots that were laid out over the last week or so.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks over and he asks the one that attacked us. Could you describe her?
And the incinerator would then look over at you and he would say, dark-haired, appeared to be of mixed ancestry, moon elven and human. Somewhat
Elf, huh?
lighter complexion, although it's hard to determine with the scars on her face. We also had to remove the mechanical limbs from her body. We were afraid that they might come to life or have a mind of their own, but it appears that some sort of control mechanism has been removed.
Mechanical limbs?
Yes, mechanical limbs. We also happened to find this runed mask inside of the wizard's pack. He says as he points to you, Calvez.
Yes, that was her mask. I took it off so that, just in case it was giving her any power.
We have given it to one of our mages to analyze, and thus far from what they could determine, the runes that are inside the mask are of Sharan origin.
The fact that you grabbed it with your bare hand is wild to me. Didn't learn your lesson the first time.
You can't
I was
learn.
like,
You can't
wait.
learn.
That again?
It's fine. Last time I did that, I just learned it, I just ended up, like, having a split personality. That guy's helped
No.
me a few
We don't need
times.
to tell those people this.
It's okay. It's okay. Calvez is secretly part warlock, and nobody's going to.
Yeah,
Imagine.
Can they see his arms?
Yeah, you handed me a fake character sheet when I had to pilot him. I knew that lawful good. I knew that lawful good wasn't real.
Right?
Yeah.
Racists aren't lawful or good.
Jeez.
So,
He's
Gvidus,
not racist.
he's
Oh,
not
she has
racist.
something here. She must
He
be a
just has racist tendencies.
Yes.
Oh, gotcha.
You can
okay.
can identify races without being racist. Jeez, he recognizes his own kind.
he studies phrenology. He's not racist.
Ah,
Right. And which elves are superior to the other elves?
Mm-hmm.
in your opinion.
So, Vitus looks after the description. He looks at the mask, and he looks like he is like on the border of having a full-blown panic attack.
As long as they're still good.
Like everything. He thought he was essentially hallucinating earlier when he saw Serena on the stretcher being taken away. But he now knows that was real. And he like buckles and he like falls down and he starts crying. And
would
after
Pat.
you talk.
Me?
You had something you wanted to do.
Oh yeah, I want to just kind of lean over and like pat him.
say like
You'll
it's
have to walk
okay.
up to
We'll
him.
find her.
Here, I got you.
I'm going. There you are. Kind of pat him and be like, "It's okay. We'll help you. We're in this together."
But we don't know any of that information about her, though.
We
Yeah,
know that
yeah,
it
you-
affected him.
Well, Caldas is going to say, I take it you know this person?
Yeah, we like Gavitas.
Oh my gosh.
Vetus, after he gets like basically pulls himself together just enough, and he so he fell on like his hands and knees, and he like leans back so that he's sitting, essentially like sitting, kneeling,
Like sitting on his feet.
like
but
on
not
his legs,
knees.
sitting on his feet basically.
Yeah.
And he looks up at Fate and wipes away the tears from his eyes, and he says, "Thank you. Yeah, yes, I know her.
Of course.
She's my fiance."
Then of
And
course we'll do whatever we can to help you.
He looks over at the people in power here, Jahira and the other two, whose names escape me at the moment, and actually the 4 people in power.
Mr. Baldman.
And he says, "Hi, Marshal. You remember when we met outside the hospital?"
Aye. I remember. I was actually going to ask you about that downstairs.
The Dravens are the people kidnapped.
That would...
The one we have captured, the one that's downstairs, the woman, my fiance, she was one of the people kidnapped. And if the other one was able to smite, when I investigated, I found that they had targeted clerics and paladins when they took people to the Shadow Vale. And this pendant, this isn't just any regular Shar pendant. This is a pendant worn by a Justakar in training. They're putting a lot into the city.
See?
After he finished... What?
No, sorry. Oh, no, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. Keep going.
Oh, no problem. And he leans his head down for a second and just takes a deep breath. And he stables himself, puts his arm on Fate and stables himself and stands back up again. And he looks over at the High Marshal before speaking, and he says, "Can you take me to her?
The High Marshal...
Can I at least see her?"
He puts his hand on your shoulder and he says, "Son, you got a deal."
"Thank you, sir."
"It's my pleasure. And I do want to say from the bottom of my heart, I apologize for the misunderstanding. We've been chasing our own shadows this whole time, and I don't know who to trust. That's why I created the Incinerator Corps."
"You don't have to apologize to me, sir.
"No,
You really don't."
I do. A good leader owns up to his own mistakes, even takes extreme ownership of his mistakes. And that is my mistake. You aren't shadows, no. You're just like me trying to chase down these shadows."
Does that mean that the blacksmith dude is gonna apologize to my husband too?
"Wait, who?"
The blacksmith dude.
The guy that like recognized Aldian that helped him learn how to make armor and weapons and stuff, and was like, "Well, you're
Oh no
criminal
no no!
now."
He didn't help me learn. I made a sword for him.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
well,
The High Marshal.
that guy, is he gonna apologize?
Oh, he just apologized to you all. That was the High Marshal.
Right. Well, it sounded like it was just Gavita.
Yeah,
No. It was,
they were reading it as it being a personal apology just to Gavitas.
No. He was mentioning it to you guys. He says that to
Gotcha.
Gavitas, and then he turns to the rest of you, like reaching his arm out and looking out to the rest of the group as he says this.
Okay. Good.
I'll give like a little head bow.
Apology accepted, I suppose. However, I would like to also go check out this fiance of yours. See what's really going on with all of this.
Whoa, Chaldes, you can't just go
Crazy.
check out somebody's fiance.
Hang on,
Bruh.
hang on. Wait.
Oh, there's that
my
kills
goodness.
people.
Yeah, namely
Bruh.
yourself, probably.
Kalista understands what he means.
Does she? Do we need to make her roll an insight check?
Yeah, we need
Yeah,
Kalista
I
over
think
here to
so.
act as
Piloting
grand
their
interpreter.
If I had to roll medicine to poke a crumb into someone's mouth, I think his fiance.
You know
needs
what?
to find
Yeah.
out
Let's have
what he meant
Kalista
by
roll an
that.
insight. Let's have Kalista roll an
Yeah.
insight. Yes.
That's
Yes.
a fair
Yeah.
thing, I think.
But this is going to be with advantage because she knows you.
Because she knows.
Double one. Oh,
With the nat
come on.
20.
That's fine.
With the nat 20, she's able to read him like a book. In which,
Yeah, Kalista
Yeah.
understands. She's gonna say, "Don't mind him. He doesn't know the way he speaks sometimes."
Go
That's true enough.
even further
I would have.
What a waste
I
of a
would've
20.
There's no way that he would have.
Congrats on the roll.
and so with that, Alder
And
Ravengard,
so
he would clear his throat. He said, I see.
before he continues, Vita's actually going to look at Kalista after she says that, and very, very gravely says, "Well, you better make sure he keeps his mouth shut until he learns."
Fair enough.
Kalista is going to actually be a bit upset about that, but then she's going to say, "Yes, I understand, but he didn't mean any ill will by it. He actually just wants to help." And then Caldez is just not going to be speaking at all at this point. He's just going to...
I know how he helps. I already know how he helps.
Calda saying silent when it's prudent? Wow.
He cast silence
that's
on
a
himself? What?
Yeah.
He had to.
I don't think it's in your spell book, but he just somehow knows it.
Yeah.
Must be Callista. She's like,
it says target self only. It's
What?
weird. I've never seen it like that.
Crazy.
yeah.
But as this conversation continues, Alder Ravengard, he clears his throat and he says, "With this understanding now, it appears that we have more dire threats within this city than we thought. I will need some time to consult with the rest of us here at Wormrock Fortress on the next steps of what to do." As he reaches out his hand, Gavitas, for you to give him the pendant back.
Oh, I never. If we had it that I took it from him, yeah.
He would
Then I'll give it back to him.
He would take it back into his hand and set it on the desk in front of him as he says, "No. Floric," he says as he takes her hand and moves around the desk right here. He asks for, he says, "As we think about this, I would want something to be done, something to rectify this, and more importantly, to give you the clearance that you need to help us in this endeavor." So while this conversation was going on, it was running through my mind. Who better would it be to have join our ranks than the Slayer of Redjaw and protectors of the city? So he asked for you guys to line up straight across, like straight across, like from like here to here, like almost like in between the pillars here. He tells the incinerators to step aside.
I guess Caldez and Kalista will just get into place.
And Jaheira, she actually moves over here to you, Reyna, as she tugs your sleeve. Reyna,
I look over at her.
listen. These people nearly died back there, and if you hadn't fired that flare, the High Marshal never would have arrived, and neither would I have arrived, for that matter. I think I know what the Archduke is about to do. And listen, your mission is to protect not only Phineas, but this city. Yes?
Yes.
choose to accept it.
Absolutely.
For the time being, or for however long it will be, I am now assigning you with them.
Okay.
You are to join them and follow them wherever they go. Do you understand?
I do.
Yay, new friend.
As
Friend.
Jaheira,
Do we hear any of this?
no,
Oop, didn't mean to ping.
Okay.
over here off to the side, she's kind of whispering this to Reyna. So you guys would stand in front here of the Archduke and his wife. As Jaheira would walk over and speak to the Archduke and says, "There'll be one more joining them." "One more joining them? I thought there were only 5 within their rank and file." "It says so on the records." "Yes, but I'm sending an ally with them. She will watch over them and help them for the time being, and I would also request, in order to fulfill this request, that Phineas Trewin be sent to their fortress. Their fortress.
Yeah, has he been healed yet?
You mean the defense attorney that's still mumbling about Shar downstairs? Yes.
Yeah, like how's he doing?
Why would you want to send
You
him?
need to get a cleric to him.
Why would you want?
You need to get a cleric to him right now.
Why would you want to send him to the Crimson Keep? I want to send him to the Crimson Keep for protection. Because if those men dress up as Flaming Fists, who knows how many more people within the Flaming Fists are compromised? This entire fortress could be. People in this room could be. From what I understand, after all, I was one of the people that liberated it from the Bolists over 100 years ago. I know, it's highly defensible. It's worth it. And the last occupants that stayed in there, they have a well-made simulacrum guarding the keep. As long as you put a contingent of incinerators
We'll
around the
keep him
keep,
safe.
as long as you put a contingent of incinerators around the keep, they will watch over him.
I would suggest you vet those incinerators through your little circle of truth or whatever.
And the High Marshal would say, "I'll send my best men. The people that I literally put through hell and back. They will
If you
guard
say
it."
so, High Marshal.
And immediately, older Raven Guard says, "It will be done so in due time. Yes, it's a sound decision. But as for all of you, High Marshal, if you would please, hand me your blade." You see the High Marshal reach down. Reach on his back as he extracts the great sword that you had forged, Aldian. And as he does so, you happen to see flames licked up from one end to the other as he unsheathes it. It appears that he has enchanted this to become a flame-tongue greatsword that he hands over to Older Ravengard. And then Older Ravengard, as he grabs it in his hand, the flames extinguish. If you would please step back.
Aldian, do you PogChamp at this?
Yes, I do. But Kitty's
Yeah.
computer just rebooted itself, so
Okay.
she'll be right back.
Okay. So you like soy jack point at it?
Yeah, it's like I made that.
Like the fire, like it starts. The fires ignite on it, and like you just start like vibrating with excitement.
I want to do that with my hammer, but with ice.
So, as Older holds his sword, he walks down the line, and he says, "By the power invested in me," as he puts the blade on one shoulder, puts the blade on another. So he walks over to Caldez, does the same thing.
Testing.
We can hear you.
I can hear you.
Oh, thank you. It should
Welcome
let me back into the game in just a second.
As he goes over to Gavitas and does the same thing, goes down the line to Aldian, to Fate, and to Rena. As he then steps over here to his desk, hands the blade back to the High Marshal. He says, "By the power invested by the seat of the Archduke of Baldur's Gate, I now bring you within the confines of the Flaming Fist. More importantly, the Incinerator Corps. You will be given the rank Incinerator. You will have the privileges of Incinerators. And you will have, well, access, let me just put it, to various points in the city that the Flaming Fist don't regularly get to move through. While we still continue this investigation. In order to purge and extinguish the shadows, a mighty flame must descend upon them and rend them from the surface of this city. Do all of you so solemnly swear to do so?"
I solemnly swear.
I do.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes, I do.
And I guess Callisto would say something like,
Yes,
"Huzzah."
Callisto also agrees. Forgot about that. Sorry.
I can't believe you forgot about your girlfriend.
So Older Raven Guard would then turn to the High Marshal and say, "Good. Well, High Marshal, if you'd keep with your promise, I must speak with Floric and Chihira here. All right? Oh, they'll definitely have access. Incinerator. Yes, sir. Take this man right here downstairs to the young lady that we have in lockup. Understood? Yes, sir. And give them some space, will you? Aye, sir. As for the rest of you, I'd ask that you return to your guild home until we call you again. Get some rest. You'll definitely need it. Oh, and we will be sending one of our best healers in order to try and help Phineas through this whole process.
I'm guessing that the trial is on hold until we can get Phineas sorted out.
Well, we need a prosecutor too, yeah.
When did he start talking about Shar?
When he got shot by the arrow.
Yep.
When he got shot by the arrow and he got blinded, that's when he started like mumbling nonsense.
What was he saying? Do you know what he was saying?
Hold on a second, I'll be right
We
back. I
don't.
gotta run to the restroom.
The only people that were around him were
While you guys are
Rena,
talking.
Caldez and
Callista.
Callista.
I look from Aldian on my right to Caldez on my left. What was he saying? Caldez, are you still here?
Yeah, sorry. Somebody woke up and came into my room and said
Yep, yep.
hello. What was the question?
What was Phineas saying after he got shot by that arrow?
Caldez
Do you remember?
and Callista will say what Phineas was saying. He was something about, like, it was almost as if he was being controlled or had something in his mind that was controlling him, and they'll recount of kind of what he was saying.
So Vitas would look ahead at the group ahead of him and ask, have you had a cleric look at him yet? This doesn't sound like a poison. Did you hear me, Crimson? Or did it like cut out because I'm talking quietly?
No, I heard you.
Crimson?
Crimson's muted.
Is dead.
Oh, Crimson's muted? Okay.
Yeah.
Crimson dead. This is Sag.
Sag. Mm-hmm.
So anyway, gang, I think Duchess Portier Potty did it.
I
do you
think
think Potty
somebody
did it?
wanted it to seem like they were after both sides, but it's probably just our side.
No, I think it's both sides of the Zhentarrim Civil War fighting for different pieces, for different reasons for each side.
I hath returned.
Welcome back.
All right, I didn't realize you had left.
Yes.
I'd set a question to those characters.
Okay, so
my
what
bad.
was the question?
So I got the information on what Phineas was saying from Caldez and Callista after he'd gotten shot.
Mhm.
And Vetus looks ahead of him at the group in front of him and asks, "Has a cleric helped Phineas yet? Because I don't think he was hit by a poison.
The incinerator.
I'm worried that the arrow was cursed."
The incinerator walks up to the High Marshal as he speaks with him. The High Marshal says, "Truly." Well,
Oh, yeah. Certainly seems that way.
so far, Phineas, his sight hasn't returned to him. We've been able to calm him and sedate him. Right? Is it? Yes, sir. They've been able to calm him and sedate him for the time being, but he's still blinded. He cannot see. And he's constantly shaking. We'll try to help him as best as we can. Right now,
I'm assuming we're
Would you like
going
me-
to do what we can for him before we move him to the Crimson Keep. Or are you going to send someone there to see him?
we're going to send one of our clerics over there to help.
I'll just use.
Would you like me to contact somebody with the Church of Ilmater?
I don't know.
Get a couple of our clerics down.
It's a bunch of guesswork and...
Was the paladin, was he a paladin of, was it Helm? I'm trying to remember,
Which one?
trying to find my notes on it. The paladin who cast, because it wasn't all people from the Church of Ilmater. It was a couple different faiths.
So it was some from the Brotherhood of the Gilded Lion, which is an interfaith league of paladins and clerics, and then of course some members of your order.
Okay. All right, so my brain was thinking Helm because that's the other obvious paladin choice. Okay. That I don't think I'll add anything on to what I said, even with that information then.
Okay.
How much of this do we need to keep under wraps?
The High Marshal would then say, everything. None of this could be made public. No information. Everything discussed here is discreet.
Understood.
We don't want to induce panic in the city. Not more than what's already been done.
It's understandable. So what's our next step then?
Well,
First,
sounds
I'd
like
like to get my
Vetus is
gear
going to go
back.
visit with Phineas.
No, Gavitas is going to visit with Serena.
I'm not going to Phineas yet.
Oh, right, yeah.
He's going to
that's bad.
Serena.
Oh, you're not
Yeah,
gonna fix the cursed person first?
I ain't got
Of
got
course
any
not
juice
his-
left, brother. I just want to let you know. I've got no lay on hands. I've got no channel divinity. I've got a fat zero spell slots.
So as
And
you
The
his
most
fiancé is
magical
hurt.
thing I can do right now is pray. That's about it.
that's very effective.
Listen, I've seen great things happen through prayer.
Yes.
Indeed.
Amen.
So
Big true.
So question I'd like to ask is, given of course, the authority that you guys have now, and of course, given new orders to return back to the Crimson Keep in order to watch over Phineas, do you leave Gavitas there? And Gavitas, if so, do you say that you'll join them later, or?
I will definitely join them later.
Okay.
I feel like the proper thing to do would be to allow him alone time with his fiance. So I will
They just drag me
leave him
away.
alone.
All right. So as you guys
God bless you.
as you guys go to the Crimson Keep with somebody new in tow, joining you from the
Oh,
rank of the
no.
Harpers.
Derringer's gonna be so upset.
Oh, you
He'll get over
bet.
it.
Oh, you
He's gonna be
bet.
like, you
It's
brought
such
home
a boys'
another
club.
one.
Who is this other puppy that you
You guys
brought
just
in?
let anyone in.
Excuse you, Derringer. This is no puppy. This is a halfling, and she is twice the halfling that you will ever be.
Does that
Lies-
make her a fulling?
Yeah, probably.
Plus, she has super cool flares.
And really good rolls.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
I don't know if she
When it
has really
comes to
good rolls
these-
considering her entrance.
I don't
Okay,
know.
but
She rolled
everything
pretty
else-
good.
That's true. It's true.
Everything else except for her dynamic entry.
Yeah.
Which, can you blame her? I mean, like, for a normal human, it was like 3 times the height, and she felt like 6 times her height.
Wait.
I mean,
Does
if
that
you're
mean
gonna
I'm not
come
the
in with,
shortest
a
anymore?
That is
flare,
correct. You are no longer the shortest.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, it's dramatic flair. That's it.
Yeah, Fate immediately is like all haughty and like, I'm not the shortest anymore.
Yeah.
Like looks
I just
over
kinda
right now.
go
Hi,
stand next
shorty.
to her, just like,
Arms crossed, all proud.
So as you guys return back to the Crimson Keep, Gavitas promises to follow up with you later on. Gavitas, you go downstairs, and this incinerator guides you. Yes?
Before Vetus like leaves out of the room, I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder, and I'm just gonna be like, it's gonna be okay. She'll be all right.
So as you leave with
What
those...
it sounds like, she's already not all right.
Say, but she will help in whatever way we're here for you.
So as you...
He doesn't respond to that, and he continues off with the incinerator.
So yes, Incinerator leaves with Gavitas downstairs. You guys are able to go back downstairs, and eventually, the wagon that you guys brought with you is brought back, as well as your horse. It's waiting for you downstairs. The Flaming Fist had seized it at first, thinking that they had seized contraband, potentially, of a group of villains, but in all truth be told, that's not true. It's quite the opposite. So they hand your cart and horse back over to you.
Chestnut.
Dang, we got impounded, guys.
Yeah.
Our ride got impounded.
ever so
I wish we
briefly.
named him Bill.
They
If
didn't
even
happen to
one
look
of my
under the
weapons-
right wheel, right? They didn't happen to check in there.
Oh, no, I'm
One
just-
of my weapons is missing. I'm gonna
And-
riot. Wait, no,
And
fortress of words.
as you guys go downstairs to claim your cart, you happen to see a Alexander Tomes with some wraps around his head as he kind of stumbles out from one of the doors there in the tunnel right there underneath the basically in the middle of the fortress. As he looks at you, he goes, "Oh, what happened? All I remember was
Oh, don't make eye contact. Maybe he'll go away.
there's a whole bunch of people, and then there was fog, and then I heard voices, and I ripped my shirt open." And he looks down. "Yep, my shirt's still ripped open. I totally forgot what happened."
Well, why don't you go back home and go lay down and rest? We took care of everything that took place. There were some guys that were trying to get to Phineas, and we took care of it. So you go have a lie down. We can explain more another time.
Okay. Immediately he looks around the rest of the group. He's like, "Who's the little one?" He says as he points to Reyna.
That's our new friend.
Hi.
"You keep getting new friends every time I turn my head," he says as he kind of just like stumbles around. Like,
It's a bit of a revolving door of friends.
Yeah,
at the
we're
other
not a
s-
curmudgeonly old man, so
It helps
Well, one
whenever
of us
you
does.
whenever you don't have high blood pressure and lash out at people. So
So as he walks the other opposite way towards the city out of the tunnel, as you guys are able to muster in your cart, go back to the Crimson Keep, or make your way towards the Crimson Keep. But as you do so, at the same time, Gavitas, you're able to make it downstairs to this locked door, and right behind this iron door, it opens up to a room. It appears to have like almost like linen, like curtain walls on either side of this person, almost like a patient, like triage kind of area. And laying before you on separate tables, you happen to see these limbs of odd metal design laying on separate tables around this remnant of a woman laying on the table before you. And as you can see, like the stubs of where her legs used to be, where her arms used to be, they're basically emplacements made for hooking the mechanical attachments onto her body. Scars on each of those parts right there, as this is an unyieldly sight that you see before you. A far cry from the woman that you had seen so long ago.
So, after looking briefly at her, my breath catches. Well, Gavitas' breath catches. And he looks over at the incinerator next to him and asks, "Has she woken up at all? Has she been unconscious this whole time?"
The cleric that came in here did have her on some sort of, something to help dull the pain, but apparently it seemed that the mask was the thing that was dulling the pain for her, as we could tell thus far. Right now she's somewhat sedated but alert.
He takes a deep breath and he looks back towards the table from the entrance of the room. And he takes steps towards it. And even as he gets closer to it, it feels almost like with every step, it's farther away. And he trembles as he gets to the side of the table. And he looks at her. She's laying there.
Yeah, she's in a hospital gown. It's really made for a full-bodied person, but she's missing her limbs, so they kind of cut it down to size to fit around what's left of her, pretty much. But as far as you could tell,
what's left of her?
there appears to be some.
Yeah.
It appears to be some scars tracing up her shoulders. It appears to be some scars tracing like up her thighs, up to almost to her waist. As far as you could tell from where like sleeves have been cut and whatnot. And there appeared to be some like stray scars on her face that weren't there when you'd last seen her.
I have a quick question. Are we gonna continue here with Saren, or like would it be an all right time for me to head out, or is there more stuff that you have planned?
Oh, there's a little bit
Like
more
the rest of the
depending.
party?
Depending. We'll see.
Okay. I just either have to like leave right at 6 or a little before.
Okay.
So Gvidas is completely speechless and frozen, just like he was before when he thought he was hallucinating and saw her on the stretcher being taken away from the street. Knowing that she must have just passed by him in the fog when he could only think about killing Oleg. And he looks over her face again at how her hair that he had always known to be long, flowing past her shoulders, was now cut. And you described it as a buzz cut, right?
Yes, it's a buzz cut to try and keep from catching on anything, to kind of course, like stay behind the mask.
And he just breaks out into tears, and he puts a hand behind her head and pulls her up to like his chest, and he plants a kiss on her forehead, and he just full breaks down and like puts his other hand on the table to brace himself and just starts uncontrollably sobbing.
As you do so, you hear this muttered, It's him. It's him. It's him. And immediately her voice begins to build up a little more. It's him. It's him. It's him. It's him. No. And immediately her eyes bolt open. She looks all around the room. She sees you, and she goes, "He's here. No, he's here, isn't he? No, he's here."
Who's he?
He's here.
He's here.
He cut away. He cut away and gave me. As she looks over to her right, and right to her, like down at where her feet would be, seeing these mechanical limbs, and immediately just begins yelling, "It's him! It's him! It's him! It's him! He was there! He was there! He cut away! He cut away!
So what is Gvidas' normal clothes? Does he have like does he have a cloak? Is it just like I'm trying to think
I would say almost
since we've been given
borderline. Let me look here. I think you should have like regular garb on your person. Let me see here. When it comes to clothes, hold on. Had a hair. Let's see. I'd say common clothes, vestments, common clothes. I would say it's like not very like upper crust kind of attire. Just very, because you come from more common, like commoners type background.
I was just more curious if I had like a cloak or something of that kind of design. But if not, it's fine. I was just curious for this next part.
They should have like a blanket on the bed with her, right? Like maybe you could cover her with that.
There is.
There. I'm doing something different.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm with her, like kind of starting to thrash.
Mm-hmm.
I will instead cover her eyes with one of my hands.
Okay.
I will simply say, "No one else is here. It's just me, Serena."
Immediately she starts She starts calming down as one of the clerics actually barges into the door on the other side of the room and says, "What's going on? Is everything all right?"
He doesn't even hear her. He's completely focused only on Serena.
So her breathing starts to slow down a little bit. She says, "No, can't be you. You said you were... Redjaw killed you. You're dead. You're... No. Ghosts. Ghosts. Ghosts."
Serena, do you really think Redjaw could kill me?
I believed it. I believed it.
I don't blame you. It's okay. You're here again in Baldur's Gate. You're not in the Shadowvale anymore. Safe now.
Immediately
And he hugs her closer again.
She calms down and just leans in. Cleric kind of just awkwardly steps out of the room and slowly closes the door behind her. They sent all of us. There are others. They're preparing. They're getting ready.
I know. You don't have to think about that anymore.
She just kind of just lulls into almost like a... Well, obviously a more calm state than frantically yelling and frailing with what she had. But,
kind of like a sedated numbness.
Yeah. Is there anything else?
Vetus is just going to hold her here like that. He has nothing else he wants to say.
And at that point in time, as you both silently just stay with each other, in each other's arms, back at the Crimson Keep, as the rest...
Well, just his, right?
Yes. Essentially. Well, her new arms
there is no each other.
Her new arms are here, there, and everywhere.
Yeah, I was about to say, there is no each other's arms. There's just his.
Yes. So, walking it up to the keep in and of itself. Let me see here. I've got to add... Okay, so there's Reyna right there. See, I've got to change your character sheet to where it displays your name below your token whenever I add you onto the playing board here. That's going to be something I have to do through the character sheet. As you walk up to the Crimson Keep here, of course, there's a steady group that follows behind you, several incinerators. These incinerators seem to have somewhat different armor and even coloration to their armor than others you'd seen before. These happen to have more gold encrusted around their armor and appear to be the elite of the incinerators. These guys are like the Delta Force of the incinerators as they move about you. And as you're brought up to the keep, as well as a cart following behind you with Phineas and a cleric that's tending to him, as you approach the front door, of course, feeling these presences, immediately you would know. Derringer pops over to one of these towers and says, "Halt! Who goes there? I know there are more people than my regular homestayers.
Calm down, Derringer.
Zoop.
Easy, buddy. She's a friend. She's helped us out a lot.
See, opens the
She should
Say
doors.
she's
be
just a
helping
friend.
He flings open the doors, and he goes, all right, who are we bringing in now?
Well, we've got our friend Rena here, and we're bringing Phineas back inside because he needs assistance.
Like lots of assistance.
Also, these
Incinerators.
the incinerators are going to be standing guard outside of the keep.
Immediately, oddly enough, you'd see Derringer show no, how can I put this? Attitude towards them. He goes, oh, yes, I see. I was built to recognize ordinators of the city of Baldur's Gate. They may come and go as they
we
please.
have news for you, buddy. We are now too.
Yes, I see that. And it appears that your little friend over here has too?
Yes.
Interesting. They may come inside. Take the and Phineas is unconscious at this point in time. He's still out like a light bulb. As Derringer says, "All right, bring them to the larger bedroom here, the secondary quarters, if you will. There's more beds over there. Great, bring them inside. Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you." And the incinerators then turn to the rest of you and says, "We'll stand guard along the towers, if you don't mind."
Understood.
Immediately, this incinerator will go to this tower. The other incinerator will go to another one of the towers over here, as two more incinerators of similar armor and whatnot and rank pull up behind them. There were four of them following Phineas's cart, or the cart that he was in. So they're all taking their posts along these towers.
Yeah, it's one in each tower.
Yep. And as they do so, Derringer would then turn to the rest of the group and say, "So, welcome back."
Thanks, Derringer. We think that Phineas may have been cursed. Would you be able to assist with that?
I'm not all too familiar with curses myself. I know that, well, in some of the books that Gareth and Garrick managed to keep in the library, that they did study a bit about curses, but unfortunately that has all been sold away thanks to Sazi.
Once you have a free moment, Derringer, may I have your assistance in the kitchen?
Absolutely. Hang on just a moment. I need to go see to little Ted. He's currently using a bow and arrow at the shooting range.
Yes, do that first, please.
And all of a sudden, on the distance, you hear, "Ow! My foot!" Okay, I'll be right there.
Uh-oh.
As Derringer, he pops out of existence right here and disappears somewhere else within the keep.
I'm gonna follow. Like, I'm gonna run towards the archery thing.
Immediately, you run over there and you see little Ted. He managed to, the way he pulled the string, he pulled it too hard, it broke the string, it snapped and smacked him right across the face. He goes, "Ow! I don't know how I did that." No, he appears to have like a stinger like on his face. It's just like, "Ow, that hurt." And immediately you see Derringer walk over. He's like, "Hold still." And as you see him extend his hands, or put one hand on little Ted's head, oddly enough, you see him cast lay on hands on little Ted.
Well, that was sweet. I was gonna do that, but that's
See,
fine.
he gives him like a
Pat said, be like, it's okay. We all make mistakes when we're learning. That's what it's all about.
a little bit of the glowy head pats as he says, I was just trying to learn, okay? And Derringer's the only person looking over the keep, and I wanted to look over it too."
That's understandable.
Alrighty, I have to get going.
Okay, doke.
So I'm gonna go ahead and raid you, Crimson.
Okay, doke.
And thank you all for playing today. It was fun. Hopefully, not too much happens anymore. But anyways, thank you all. I will talk to you all later. I gotta go and do more work. So,
Alright,
bye,
Okay,
we're
guys.
gonna make sure to
Bye,
beat the big bad evil guy in the next 5 minutes. Don't
Yep.
worry.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
Thanks.
watch out for
Thanks, guys.
flies.
Giant
Have a good night,
fly.
Elias.
Bye.
Bye.
Night.
So at this time, Caldez and Callista will both retire for the time being. Depart. It's been quite a day. As the cleric takes Phineas into this room over here, this bedchamber, as she sets him down. And hello, Elias. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for the raid, good sir. Let me give you a shout out. You see here.
Kitty and I are gonna have to leave soon too.
Okay. All right. So as you guys move back in, settle into the Crimson Keep, what would you guys be doing before dusk begins to settle upon the city?
I would be getting myself familiar with the area.
All right.
Giving myself a tour or something.
I was planning
Well,
on.
no one's gonna give you a tour. No one's gonna like show you around.
So
Wasn't gonna
Derringer.
assume.
Not even Derringer.
Derringer, well, he was tending to little Ted, but now he goes over here. At first, he teleports over to Fate for one moment. He says, "1 moment, please." As he goes, poof, he pops over here to the other side of the keep, where Reyna is, and he says, welcome to the Crimson Keep. First and foremost, my name is Derringer.
Derringer. Okay.
Yes. I am a simulacrum of a former knight paladin.
All right. I am Rena. Underbow.
It is a pleasure to meet you. I've only met spare few, as he says he looks you over, halflings in my time.
I mean, we're relatively common. Maybe you just aren't looking low enough.
Indeed. He says as he speaks from his 6'2" stature.
So what? Am I up to his knee?
Maybe. Let me wait. Let me look at your hold on.
Yeah, just out
I'm
of
2'11".
curiosity. How
Yeah.
much taller? Okay.
Good gosh.
Yeah, I'm like 3 feet, almost 3 feet taller.
Oh
Woo.
my gosh! It's like everybody's like, you thought other people were giants. This dude is a giant.
Head's taller than her.
This dude is like Iron Giant or like Gundam or just like he's big. He says, so since this is your first time to the joining us here at the Crimson Keep, let me show you around a bit. So, first and
I
foremost,
appreciate that. Thank you.
yes. First and foremost, over here are the stables. This is where we keep Marigold, the guild horse. And just in case someday we might get some cattle, maybe something in order to make more milk, that'd be great, instead of having to go into town, or have somebody go into town, rather. I cannot leave the keep. I am bound here.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So these are the stables. It's where we keep Marigold for now, and who knows who else we may find. Over here is Weapons Forge right here that we are hoping to rebuild, and over here is a potion crafting room where if you're to gather
Excellent.
if you're to gather the supplies together, you can brew potions, you can create poisons if you so wish. What I'd also like to point out, right here is at one of our towers. There's a tower on each corner of the keep. Each corner I'm able to summon at least one ballista.
Okay.
So
That sounds handy.
Yes. Anti-siege weapons. Over here is a weapons storage room. So this is where we would essentially store all arrows, bows, weapons. Maybe we just crafted, put them away in here. Over here,
Excellent.
adjacent to it, is the arrow shooting range. If you wanted to test your skill or potentially test out new weaponry, this would be the place. As well as the training course, which is just adjacent and to the other side of the wall to it, over here, with the training dummies. Not referring to you, Adrian.
No, of course not. You'd never.
So yes, this is a training center for more physical weapons that you could train upon. Over here says it's
How
the
deep is this water?
it's I'd say it's not too high of a creek really. Otherwise, it would require much higher
For who?
like walls and whatnot.
Yeah.
It's probably very light. It's very, very light. You wouldn't drown. It wouldn't even be waist deep for you.
Okay.
So yeah, it's like a very, very thin like movement of water through here, but just deep enough to where water can be collected. But over here, Derringer would point you. He'd say, right here is one of our many gardens. We have several scattered throughout the keep where we grow food for various times of year. It definitely helps with not having to go into town, not having to pick up food from the marketplace. It's very sustainable.
Excellent.
Indeed. If you follow me this way over here, we also, if you're so inclined, I make use of this, and other people have made use of it. This is the prayer room. There's a shrine inside, an altar that you can pray to, specifically have some peace and quiet in time of prayer. As well as a place to wash your hands, or as well.
Okay.
And down here to the south, let us
Is
go.
that a tree coming out of the other end of that
Yes,
building?
yes, it is built into the tree.
Okay.
Yes, indeed. So he steps right here. Let us go inside. So he steps inside here, takes a few steps back. As he says, right behind you over there is one of the latrines. On the opposite side of the castle, there's another latrine close to the singular living quarters. North of us is a private area, an extra dining space. To the south of me here is our kitchen and also the storage room for food supplies and food stores. And through this door here, as he walks into the main hall area, this is the dining hall, as he holds out his hands almost like Solaire. Like, huzzah! This is the dining hall of which we all gather and plan and eat together. And yes, and there's my stage where I plan my comedy routine.
And try not to poison our friends.
Yes.
Why is it just an attempt?
Because the person that taught me how to make potions wasn't that great. How are you at making potions?
I tend to leave that to people who are better at it than I am.
Okay, well, still probably not me, but I'll take it.
Derringer then opens the door and points you. This right here is the excess quarters right here for anybody else that might be staying at the Crimson Keep other than regular residents. As you can see, little Ted right there. As little Ted, he pokes his head out from underneath the sheets. He says, "Hi."
I mean, aren't we all kind of irregular residents anyway?
So that is extra sleeping space for anybody who would like to occupy it. Over here, as he says, he makes his way around the table to this other hallway right here, where he would then point out Down here, these are the singular living quarters, mainly for the main residents of this keep and compound. These are each individual bedrooms fitted with their own chest of drawers and nightstands each.
Oh, nice.
North of here is a room that was two rooms that were combined into one and formed into a couple's suite that is currently occupied by Fate and Aldian.
That seems reasonable.
Right here is another one of the latrines, he says as he points at this door. Right next to me, beyond this wall here, is the bath. So if you wish to bathe yourself, yes, there is only one bath room, one room for bathing, so do choose wisely at what time you decide to do so.
Okay.
Down here to the south, bless you.
Bless
Down
Thank
here
you.
to the south, to my right, is an office that's also used, double fold as a library. To the left is the main library for book storage and scroll storage. To my south right here is a planning and war room. There's a map of the Sword Coast. And
Excellent.
if you follow me through here, as he walks over here, he reaches behind this bookcase, pulls a lever, and reveals this hidden storage closet behind it. And this right here is a storage room that has wards built into it in order to prevent anybody from detecting any magic items inside.
Oh, very handy.
Indeed. Do you have any questions for me?
Where will I be staying?
It's your pick and stay. Well, this is, as he goes back up here, it says, this is Gavidus's room. You can stay in this room, however.
All right. She looks around and checks out the places that traps usually are, just in case.
All right, roll an investigation check. Who knows? Maybe the last tenant might have left something in there. With the 19 on investigation, this room previously belonged to somebody that you had not met in person, but Amelia had stayed in this room previously. And in one of the drawers, you happened to find the whip that she had acquired in the very first dungeon.
Ooh.
And several bottles of alcohol.
No, no.
Empty.
Oh, no.
Not a drop in the...
I forgot about that. We were going on some whole spiel. She was a drunken cleric.
Yeah.
Because she kept drinking.
Ah, why is there a second
Oh,
window?
there's. Yeah, I was fixing to say there's two of
Two
them
of them
now.
now.
There's two!
You don't worry, I adjust my toast from time to time.
See, would you take this whip or would you just leave it sitting there?
I'm gonna put it back in the drawer. I'm just gonna leave it there for now.
Okay. As Derringer would walk over to your room, he would look in and he'd say, if there's anything else that you need, all you need say is my name, and I shall appear.
Oh, excellent. Thank you.
Indeed, for after all, the walls have ears. He says as he just leaves it at that and teleports over to the kitchen.
He's like
So
the
now
worst
I'm looking
Echo
at
Dot
the
ever.
walls with suspicion.
Yes,
Wait,
Miss.
so he's heard my conversations with the cat?
Yes, he hears everything.
Oh no!
He hears everything.
Oh no!
I don't like how you said that.
So as he teleports
You
over
shouldn't
here,
like it,
as
Aldian.
he teleports over here to the kitchen, Gavitas, by this time you would have made your way back to the Crimson Keep. And Fate, as he teleports in there, he says, "Yes. What is it that you were asking for earlier?"
We've all had a really rough day, and there's a lot of weird stuff going on, and I think we should try to make something like an intelligence pastry this time.
Something
Coffee one
to
was a mixed success.
something to boost the brain power.
Yes.
All right. I guess I could try my hand at it. I mean, I'd heard of people devouring mind flayer eyeballs, but I don't think that's entirely true.
Probably not in season anyway.
No, not in season. I don't think we have any more dried mind flayer eyeballs anyways.
Well, let's take a look around and see what we can whip up.
All right. You could roll an investigation check with advantage.
Right. I'm gonna like do brain foods like super like blueberries and broccoli and stuff exist.
So with the 7, you're able to scrounge some things. Maybe this, maybe that. You aren't able to find all too much. Then again, the main tenants of this keep didn't regularly keep up with it or stock it as well. So with that 7, you wouldn't be able to find all too much that would be along the lines of brain food, but maybe it might work.
And with a potion, we could probably amplify that a bit.
Of course, you would need some sort of potion in mind in order to put this together.
Is Flask of Intellect a thing? I don't know.
I
play too much World of Warcraft.
Oh my gosh. No.
Arcane Brilliance, anything.
Oh, you telling me we can't Morrowind, stack intelligence potions, and make potions after we drink the intelligence potions to make better intelligence potions and do that until our intelligence is 4 million?
No, not exactly. Let's see. There are potions of mind wielding. Wait. No. There are potions of mind reading and mind shielding, but let me look at this potion of mind shielding. Oh, sorry, that's potion. I'm getting my words mixed up. I was getting potion and ring mixed up. So no, it's just potion of mind reading. But that's actually, potion of mind reading. It is a rare potion, so very hard to come by. There's potion.
I don't have the ingredients for that.
So there is a potion of mind control. But that's even harder to find. Good gravy. Yeah. So no, you would not with this keep not being as well stocked as it was at times past. No, you would not.
I want you to know, you guys can't see it, but my wife is literally sitting next to me with the official D&D cookbook in her hand.
I'm literally thumbing through Hero Teeth right now.
I mean, you could come up with a recipe that has similar properties to the pastries that you made. You could make people more alert. You could make people more aware for the next so many hours. It just depends on the quality of the food. But again, with that 7, you wouldn't have found all too much. So the possibility of creating something higher quality has decreased.
Maybe whatever crack you put in the pastries last time will break Phineas away from his curse.
Yeah, well, I was like, okay, wait, I'm looking through human food right now. He's human, yes?
No, he is half elf. Half elf.
They could probably eat food. There's
He
a
could probably
recipe
eat
for
this.
Traveler's stew. So
Okay.
that seems like, I mean, it's pretty standard ingredients. We could probably, and what can't you throw in a stew, right? So,
True.
I mean, that's the entire point of a stew.
So
let's try to make a stew of smartness.
all right. So with that in mind, a stew of smartness. You're trying to make something without pure knowledge of this. I'm gonna say even with Derringer's help, that's not gonna be with advantage because Derringer doesn't even know what you're trying to make.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a stew is a stew. It's as easy as it comes. I wish I could use my real cooking skills.
Because if you're trying to make something advanced than a stew, Derringer might not be able to help with that. But if you're just trying to make something like simple, like a traveler's stew, he could definitely help.
Yeah, just like a stew, but with like brain food in it, I guess.
Okay.
Like we're gonna try to just boost it a little bit with maybe like. Can I?
And here's some bran because it sounds like brain. And and here's
Well, something like if broccoli looks like brains, kind of. It's a bunch.
yeah,
We'll throw that
cauliflower
in.
because it looks like brain.
Thinking this might be brain food, that might be brain food, you start to throw stuff together. I'll need you to give me a survival check to see if you put together a decent stew. And Derringer's right there helping you.
I want you to know that this is exactly how Kitty cooks in real life, where
So
she
with
will
the-
take things that sound...
It turns out way better, though.
Yeah,
With
she will put things together, and it turns out amazing.
So with Derringer helping you, with a dirty 20, you would craft this fantastic traveler's stew. And you know what? I'm going to roll table for effects here. Let me see. Say a D10. Okay, D10. All right. Because you didn't have all these like specialized ingredients earlier, it's going to have, it may or may not have the intended effect that you would want. So
Can I make a potion to add to it to like boost it?
If you could find the supplies, but then again, this keep like just like Derringer made aware, you guys only have so much sparingly. Like Daub has brought some things here that he likes, but then again, Daub's not a potion master. I mean, he brought like several kegs of Neverwinter Orange up here, and brought some basic like man foods. So, I mean, you're just gonna find what Daub likes, and what Daub likes is in here.
Yeah. We have so many cabbages.
Yeah. So with the 4, I will say that it does appear to be a traveler's stew with a twist to it. For the next day, after people devour this stew, you will have increased awareness, so increased perception.
Cool.
Yes.
I will just put that in bio now.
All right. So you're able to create a multitude of servings, and as this happens, as the night draws in,
And I'm gonna put this in like flasks, and pass them out. Tell them not to eat it yet.
okay,
It's always better the next day anyway.
right. Let me see here. Let me see if I can get Sunscape to do this here. Biomes. Nope, not biomes. Let me see if I can do this. Nope, that's not it. That's not what I was going for. Nothing with crickets. You know what? I got something that can make cricket noises. Where is it? Where'd it go? What? Discord sounds. Here we go.
Where did my husband go?
I'm
We're
out.
messing with swords. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, as the
I'm gonna
night
go play with the
as
cat.
the night descends upon the Crimson Keep, what else would anybody be doing? You know, Callista have retreated to their rooms. Gavitas has retreated to his. Fate has. Reyna, what are you doing?
I'm gonna wander off to a what I would hope to be, or assume to be, the most secluded corner that I noticed, and I'm gonna whisper. So let's say back over here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna whisper Derringer, see if he shows up.
As you do, pop. What? Who summoned me? I'm right here. Hello.
Okay, just
Oh,
hi.
yes.
Just wanted to see
So rude.
how.
It's like down here.
Yeah, that's so rude.
So rude, Derringer.
We knew what you were doing, Derringer. Be nice.
You ain't slick.
Listen.
Just checking how easily that works. That you can hear and all that. Just checking.
Indeed, I can hear everything.
All right, it's good to know.
Well, is that all you wanted to know?
That was all.
Oh, well, snaps his fingers and he disappears.
Just wanted to annoy you, actually.
But as the night descends upon the Crimson Keep, for one thing, I would say this is that you guys can take a long rest,
Yay!
restoring
Woohoo!
spell slots and
I
resources lost.
wanted to specifically like say that I am in fact not sleeping this time. I'm going to just trance so that I don't have a nightmare.
You
Okay.
still dream in trance. It's like a
Do you
vision. Like you can have
really?
a vision trance.
That sucks. I was scared. I didn't want to do that.
Yes, and as you guys
Yeah.
You
sex
can't stop the
dreams are
nightmares,
actually
Fate.
as you guys sleep through the night, as you're taking your long rest, you begin to. There's actually after you guys take your long rest, I'll need each of you to make a perception check. See if you could pick up on this. You see here.
What?
Change it to.
Oof.
Actually, no, mysterious here. All right, so Nat 1, Reyna, yeah, you're sound asleep. You just honk shoe. Fate, you're in a trance with the 12. You're unable to really hear it through the walls. Aldian, you're off in dreamland, sleeping away. Let me see here. Let me get down to. Actually, no. I'll just say that Caldas and Callista, they're also sound asleep. Gavitas.
He cannot stay awake anymore. He goes to sleep.
So you guys are able to get a full night's rest, like 8 hours of rest, but it's still dark outside, and you don't hear anything going on. But as the night continues, immediately Derringer just pops into Fate and Aldian's room. He's just like, "Hey, there's somebody at the front door that wishes to speak with all of you, if you'd please. They say that they know you. Just hang on just a moment." Poof, pops over to Callista. I need you to step into the main hall, please. And poof, over to Caldes. I need you to step into the main hall, please, if you will. And pops over to Reyna. Poof, I need you to step into the main hall, please. Everybody gather, please. Gather round. I had this person thoroughly checked before they came in. And poof, he pops over to Gavitas. And he says, "Time to wake up."
Can I roll something to make sure that I didn't attack him?
Wait, what?
Because he woke me up out of a dead sleep. I very easily.
Oh,
could've
you just
attacked
like wake
him.
up and start swinging.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to attack Derringer.
You can try to make an attack roll if you want to. I don't know if you're. I don't exactly know if you're going to hit.
It's whether or not she was able to become alert fast enough to not attack him. Because you know what I mean.
Why don't you just decide that?
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, you know the character.
You
Just
know.
decide it.
Tell you what, we could roll for it. We could roll D4.
Yeah, let's do that.
The roll is fair. All right. So, what would you pick? 1 to 2 or 3 to 4?
3 to 4.
3 to 4.
She'll attack.
If she'll attack, okay.
Night 1, Rena joins the party.
Yep, you attack.
Night
Roll to attack.
Night
All
1,
right.
Rena dies.
Oof.
Nah, Derringer's
Oh no. Anyways,
probably.
Yeah, even with the 16, you
If I
miss.
sleep- Okay.
she's sleeping
Well,
with the
I definitely
dagger in
would.
hand.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a new place with new people, and there's
there's
conspiracy
weird
afoot.
sounds. It
I've-
doesn't smell
yeah.
quite right.
I have a dagger under my pillow, so yeah.
True. IRL Kitty does sleep with a dagger within arm's length.
What caliber?
Actually, I'll post a picture if you want. Be
I'm
right
actually very
back.
curious.
So
I have several.
to end
You're
to end this session, I wanted to leave people on an impossibly insane cliffhanger.
Okay.
Is that it?
So I'll need everybody in the room.
Well, Kitty can still hear you, so.
I'm just gonna move Gavitas over here. Boom.
I'm sorry.
gotcha,
That's what you
okay.
meant.
Yes.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
My bad. I
I'm
literally forgot
standing-
to physically move him over.
So as
Got it.
you enter
I'm
into the
standing
room,
against the wall, just off of the door, far enough so people can go through the door.
okay. And as you enter into here, you happen to see two incinerators holding this man down in a chair, having him clapped in irons. And as you look upon him, shockingly enough, this is the same changeling that you guys had locked up in Redjaw's lair.
I'm gonna slowly draw my warhammer.
I want to roll like insight.
He hasn't even
I'm
said
hitting
anything.
My nails with my dagger.
I know, but like if we recognize him, I immediately want to go into like what? I don't know, perception, insight, something.
Immediately, he would raise his hands and say, "Please." As you see chains wrapped around his hands, he says, "Please. I know what you must think. Hear me out, please. My name is Krinth.
Does that name mean anything to us?
No, that's the thing. He never revealed his name to you back in Redjaw's
Okay.
lair.
Okay, Krenth, what do you want with us?
I wanted to approach you to tell you that I don't work for Redjaw. First and foremost. That was a lie.
Then who do you work for?
I was spying on him.
For
For
whom?
who?
Immediately, as soon as he begins to form the words in his throat, I'll need everybody to make a perception check.
Again?
Yes.
We are
Yeah.
out here
Sorry.
perceiving.
So, I'd say, yep, Reyna, you notice it. Fate, you notice it. Gavitas, it escapes your perception. And Aldian, you don't
That
notice
fits.
it.
Dagnabbit!
So, as you're out here, you notice these purple runes beginning to slowly glow on his neck and then fade away as he stops and pauses. I don't have much time. I was sent to spy on Redjaw by a very powerful person. And also this. I was the one that killed the Duke's son and kidnapped his daughter.
Oh, man!
I escaped from my confines after you had captured me. I was to fulfill my duty. This was some time before I'd even gone into Redjaw's lair. I fulfilled my duty here within the gate. I was sent to Redjaw to keep an eye on him by my master. And I am no longer oath-sworn. They killed my beloved. She was one of the witnesses.
The professional one?
No, the one that was slain before the gate. The one that was slain in the presence of the prosecutor.
Who's trying to kill you?
As he tries to speak up, the runes begin to glow a little bit brighter this time as he grasps the table, and one hand to the table and the other to his throat as he tries to breathe. I cannot mention their
Are
name.
you able to write it down, or
No, I cannot. If I did, I would die immediately. But I can point you to somebody who knows their identity. So he says as he reaches into his pocket and he pulls out what looks like something the size of a playing card. And as he turns it around to all of you, you see the emblem of Draven Dreadwuulfe on the other side.
Oh no, who saw that coming?
I almost did.
He wants to
Okay.
speak with you. He's in the docks. Lower City. West Side. He is at dock.
West side?
He is on the west side. He's at warehouse 32.
How do we know that this isn't a trap?
Because I'm a
Why should we trust you?
Roll an insight check.
Okay.
I also was going to ask that, so may I
Yes.
do that as well?
That you can?
I'm not gonna ask. I'm just gonna do an insight.
All right. So, Raina, with that
Thank goodness you have good rolls.
Raina with the 14, you would, the rest of you kind of falls on deaf ears. You're like, this guy was in Red Jaw's lair. How do we know? Raina, with the tone of his voice and everything, his mannerisms, the way his hands are and everything, this guy is, it looks like he's given up on everything.
I don't know, guys. I think you might be telling truth.
Well, if we're going into a trap, we're at least going to go in prepared. I'll go get my weapons.
Listen,
Make sure you all pack your stew.
whatever you do, don't try to fight him. Speak with him. And know this.
Oh.
I want you all to know this. I will be with my beloved tonight. He says as he begins to try and mutter his master's words, the runes glow alit and his neck spins around, almost doing a 180, snapping in place as he collapses in this chair.
I was gonna try to prevent that, but Entangle casts like a. Well, no, Entangle's an action. Can I
Yeah,
do
but
that?
it wouldn't stop him from uttering.
Entangle
the words.
takes
The
1
words
minute.
would kill them.
It says casting time 1 action.
Its duration is 1 minute.
Yes, its
I
duration
believe
is
its
1
casting
minute.
time is 1 action. So it would last for 1 minute, only take a small part of 6 seconds, or a larger part of 6 seconds.
Tell you what, let's roll dexterity checks to see if you're able to stop him in time. All right, I'm going to roll dexterity
Yeah, right.
for
The entire
him.
trial rides upon.
You're going to have to beat a
this man.
19.
Oh my gosh! All right, baby, you got this.
I don't even see it. Where do I find it? Because I see the saving throws.
Just big stats, all the way to your left.
You got this.
Yeah, with the
Do I have
14.
advantage, Steve?
No,
Oh.
you do not. It's just you casting this. Nobody's restraining him. With a 14, and he's verbally saying this, so he gets this out faster than you could cast it. And as your hands glow lit a green, he passes away in the chair in front of you.
Yeah.
Even the
Then gets covered with vines, I
even
guess.
even the incinerators are surprised.
Is that what happens, or can I stop it?
Wait, what?
Like, does he die and then he gets covered in vines, or am I able to like stop it?
You're able to stop it mid stride once you see that you're unable to do anything at that moment.
Okay. So I still have the spell slot.
That you do.
Okay, excellent.
Well, that's just perfect. Well, good thing there are so many witnesses here to hear him say that that he was the one that killed the Duke's son.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And kidnapped his daughter.
Oh. Yeah.
And yeah, shoot.
I tried, guys.
Well, looks like we're going to the docks.
And yes, we'll be going to the docks next year.
Ooh.
Dun dun dun.
Oh, all right.
It's a trap.
Yeah. Thanks for the excellent session, Crimson.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And don't forget, you guys, take a long rest. All your resources restored, health restored.
You
Because
leveled up last session too, right?
no,
Level up?
no, you haven't hit the milestone yet. Like I said, levels 1 to 3 are the fastest levels that you move up to. Beyond that, yeah.
More combat.
Yeah, right. That's
Yes.
what I want to fight things. I'm a fighter.
Thank you, guys.
Now there are more deaths to account for, more witnesses, more graves.
Thank you all for
Yeah, that was
tuning
probably
in.
like one of the creepiest ones. Just lit right in front of us.
Yeah. All right, I'm
Faster
gonna
than
hang up out of
mine.
Discord and raid out of here. So.
Yeah, I've got to go. I've been hanging on
All
with
right.
everything I have left in me. But thank you.
Good night, y'all.
Absolutely.
I gotta be going
Good
too.
night.
Good night.
Right.
Bye.
So now I'm going to raid out myself here. And let's find somebody to raid. Who are we going to raid? We are going to raid. Oh, snap. I know who to raid. Hang on. Let me see. Is it going to allow me? Is it going to let me? Is it going to let me? Hang on. Let me put the raid message in first. Hang on. I know just who to raid. Let me get my raid message. I have not pulled this up in a while. Where is it? Where's my raid message? Hold on. I'm going to copy and paste it in chat. Hang on. Copy. All right. Everybody. Time for Crusader Raid. As for streaming right now, I am at a lesser capacity until I figure out what exactly I'm going to do. I have some things in the works, some assets in the works. Wait a minute, who just hit the follow button? Frogman's. I am so sorry. I didn't even notice the notification, but I have my headphones on, and I'm using my cell phone to read chat. I do apologize, Frogman's. Thank you for the follow. Again, sorry for the late response, but. We are going to raid out. Let me see if it'll allow me. I think it should. I think she's got that open and available. All right, Crusader Raid right there. Copy and paste that as we are going to raid Very Cherry. Yes. Very Cherry is an awesome content creator streamer. She is a fiery Latina woman. Very fiery Latina woman that is all around awesome. She could draw, she could paint, she could sing, put music together, put models together, like her own rigging and everything. I mean, this is like, you should definitely check her out as we are going to right now. Thank you all for tuning in. Hope to see you guys next year, specifically January the 10th for our next session of Chronicles from the Crimson Keep. Hope to see you there. Have a good night. And God bless.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
All right, so hang on a second. I'm going to turn off the record button. Hold on a second. I'm going to tune to Very Cherry Stream. Click. Click. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. All right, let me turn off OBS here. And